This is T.Y. Jackson.
United States Women's Champion Chelsea Green.
How you doing, people?
And I love pro wrestling.
I love pro wrestling.
Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon. Good evening. Welcome to the Brunch Gimmick. I am Lawrence Kurtze. We are live. Another big week in wrestling, as yesterday was AEW Wrestle Dream.
Hi, I'm Maxine Dupree.
And I'm Otis.
Hi, I'm the sweetest pea, Christara.
Mars, the specialist.
And I love wrestling.
And I love pro wrestling.
And we
love wrestling.
Bottoms up, brains on. Welcome to Quizplex here on Love Wrestling, your pro wrestling trivia charity show. My name is Zach Ralph. I will be your host.
This is God's gift to wrestling, Michael Richard Blaze.
We are the Usos.
This is Rachel Ellering.
And we love wrestling.
And I love pro wrestling.
And I love pro wrestling.
Hello, Love Wrestling. It is Thursday night. It is 8 p.m. And you all know what that means.
Well, you better know by now. It's episode 235 of this thing.
I guarantee you there's like an 85% chance that's not an accurate number.
Hi, this is Shaz McKenzie.
This is Big Bad Boris.
This is the Rhinestone Cowboy, Stephen Crow.
And I love pro wrestling.
And I love pro wrestling.
And I love wrestling.
If you're here, thanks for being here. It's For Exposure, Love Wrestling's Independent Weekend podcast where we break down all the best happenings on the world of the independent wrestling side.
I'm Penta. I'm wrestling. And what?
I'm the alternative Anthony Green.
And I love pro wrestling.
And I love wrestling.
And I love wrestling. I love wrestling. And you know what? Penta Zero.
That's called scatting, kids. It is 8 o'clock p.m. Mountain Standard Time. It is time for a excitingly fun, I hope, episode of Saturday Night Love. My name is Big Bad Boris.
I'm Big Ben Ortmans.
Hi, this is Smiley Kylie Ray.
I'm Yes Guy.
And I love wrestling.
And I love wrestling.
And I love pro wrestling.
Of course.
Hello, Love Wrestling. It's Thursday night. It's 8 p.m. And you know what that means. It's another new episode of Between Two Beards.
Can we start off with the biggest news of the week?
The Rats lost!
If you've got the budget, I've got the time.
There he is.
Hey, boss!
There's the boss.
Hey! The man with the finest beard on this screen. Canadian men, boys, shut the hell up. Let me talk.
You see, the Rads are resourceful. When I got beef with somebody, I can find a way to talk to them.
And listen between two beers.
Hello, Love Wrestling. It is Thursday night. It is 8 p.m. And y'all know what that means.
That I don't want your life.
Yeah, that's sad, huh?
I know, dude.
That's sad. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it a little bit. We'll talk about him for a little bit.
You don't want to save it? You want to save it?
We'll do it right after.
You gotta tell everybody what the show is.
It is another episode of Between Two Beards, episode 249. Next week, the big 250 plug up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we make it,
we might have something.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Colb's in the house saying, "Go Seahawks."
I mean, that to me, listen. Do you know how sad you got to be rooting for a team that's not yours? It's disgusting. That's just the epitome of sad.
Well, I mean, if your team's not in the game,
you still don't root for the other teams. You can have a team you'd want to win over another. You don't root for them. If you find joy,
are you telling me that you wouldn't root for the team that was facing the Yankees?
That's different. That's a lifelong team rivalry.
You just said that if you find yourself
That's
rooting for a team that's not yours, that's
different. Last year when it was the Blue Jays and the Dodgers, I wasn't rooting for either of those teams. I wanted the Blue Jays to win, but I wasn't, when the Dodgers won, I wasn't upset. The Blue Jays lost. If the Blue Jays would have won, I wouldn't have been like, yeah, Blue Jay. You know why? Because I'm not a loser.
How much did the Pats lose?
I'm not a loser. Yeah, they played like shit. I don't care. That's the good thing when you're actually when you're a sports fan of a franchise that's already won 6. That can happen on Sunday, and it's not that big a deal. It's not that big a deal. It stinks. They played like shit. The quarterback played like shit. I think Vrabel's the right coach to keep them in line. I think May strikes me as a guy that will take that the right way and build from it, and we go on. That's it. So that's how I view it. It's a bummer. I would have liked them to have played, but the defense played great. The defense was really good in that game, especially Christian Gonzalez, but the offense was putrid. And so, they deserve to lose. The Seahawks deserve to win. And, that's how that went. But luckily, like I said,
Scott said he roots for the Dodgers because he rooted for the Dodgers because of Dave Roberts.
No. Don't get me wrong. I respect Dave Roberts for his contributions in 2004. Yeah. But, no, I'm not rooting for the Dodgers ever.
What's up, Fernando? I hope you're doing okay, though. I mean,
I'm doing more than fine. Listen, I'm from. Look, don't get me. Like I said last week, you got to the game, win the game, and they didn't win the game, so it is what it is. I just, again, when it comes to the Patriots, I was more upset about the shit that you see and hear on the internet than them actually losing the game. You know what I mean? Because it's just a bunch of people that don't know shit about shit thinking they know about shit. And they say all these dumb things and they do stupid stuff and say stupid stuff. And it's like, do you know how many people I saw on Monday that their teams didn't make it to the Super Bowl and they were talking shit about the Patriots as if like, oh, frauds, blah, blah. Okay, well, if they were frauds, maybe you should have beat them and went to the Super Bowl yourself.
I don't disagree with that. Yeah, you should win
Sorry, guys. It's just like people lose their mind about it. And it's just funny. It means that we're all in your heads. We've always been in your heads. We're never going to not be in your heads because you're all jealous because we're the best franchise in the history of the sport. Kiss my ass, as the great Billy Gunn once said, suck it. Anyway.
Yeah.
On to bigger and better things. Yeah, I got a 23-year-old stud quarterback that made it to the Super Bowl in his second year, first full year of starting in a brand new system with the first-year offensive coordinator, first-year head coach. I think we're going to be okay. Runner-up in the MVP candidate, should have won it, but they gave the Lifetime Achievement Award to Matt Stafford. It is what it is.
I mean, I hope for your sake that's true. Next year,
listen, I'm not sitting here and saying we're going to go all the way. I know it's very hard to get to the Super Bowl. We might not make it to the Super Bowl for a couple of years, 3, 4, 5. We might never make it. I can't guarantee anything, but I think we're going to be okay.
There we go. Fixed it.
But, you did honor him.
Ryan Sullivan's in the house and said that the Dolphins said the same thing about Marino.
It's true. That is true. Look, 100%, and that is still in play. Look, they have to earn it to get back there. I just think, I just think you can't assume you're going to get back there, but you can't assume you're not. Plus, Marino, uber talented, but I'm not really sure that guy was much of a winner. So, it is what it is. We'll have to see. There you go. That was my Patriots minute. I knew eventually you were going to get there, but that is
just get it out. Get it out of the way.
That was the Patriots. Disappointing end.
If they played that game 10 times, is the outcome the same each time?
Not all 10. I think Seattle probably wins 7 though.
Okay.
Probably
it was
7.
It was pretty bad for a while.
The defense, listen, even in the loss, the Patriots defense played good all night. They really did. You only can hold them to so many field goals if your offense ain't doing shit before they're gonna, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If the offense could have even kept a little bit of at one point it was 19-7. We got the ball back, and it had that feeling of like, oh shit, might be turning. And then May threw that terrible interception that kind of ended that. But like it wasn't like
where he was
like the game was within reason for 3 quarters, even as awful as the offense looked, really.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So
I watched it.
I thought, and look at good for Sam Darnold, but he stunk too in that game. Like it was Kenneth Walker in the Seattle defense. That's what did it. JSN got injured for a little bit, but he was shut down for the most part by Gonzalez. I thought Gonzalez might have been the best player on the field, period, that whole game. He was so good in that game, and the defense in general was really good. I thought they should have picked off like 3 early passes from Darnold, and they just didn't. And he was good in the pocket. He was able to elude a couple pass rushers that early on. Like there were times where I felt like we could have rattled Darnold, and he just got out of a sack, or luckily it was a tip pass and not a pick. And but again, at the end of the day, our offense wasn't going to score clearly. So our offensive line they basically shouldn't have even been out there. They couldn't block a fucking thing. So, Fernando, the commercials stunk. There were like 3 or 4 good ones, I thought. All this AI bullshit. That was all part of it. And I think there were like maybe 4 or 5 that I enjoyed.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I like the Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, that one. Those ones were fine, even though it was AI, the Duncan one with all like the 90s.
You say Backstreet Boys, and she appears. Mrs. Pluggo's in the chat, and Pluggo's in the chat, and I had nothing to do with this, and I know why they're here.
Yeah,
I would assume this must have been you. Like, must be a glutton for punishment. Hi, Mrs. Pluggo, love my life, apple of my eye. Your actual love of your life is right here on the screen. Auntie Collins.
Hi.
What brings you to these parts?
Oh, I don't know. I just got a link and was told to say hi. So, hi, Mr. Pluggo.
My Seattle Kraken shirt, Mrs. Pluggo.
Oh, sorry, I'm actually here just for Mrs. Pluggo because
that's fine. I'm always just here for Mrs.
her.
I started streaming wrestling content just to flirt with Mrs. Pluggo. That's the only reason I do this.
That's a great reason.
Love of my life. That's what Mrs. Pluggo said. Love of my life.
And she's talking about you.
Yeah.
That's me. That's right.
Yeah.
I just clocked out of work for the first time this week before 5 p.m.
Love it. We love that.
And right now I'm super comp.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah. What are y'all doing?
Talking about the Super Bowl.
I'm just between 2 beards here.
Yeah, that's it.
Talking about your team winning the Super Bowl. JPG's been really nice about it. It's kind of weird.
I have no reason to be. I don't have any reason to be ill. No, I don't have any reason to be ill about it. Well, look at. I said the defense for the Patriots played very well. The offense was the most putrid thing I've ever seen. Our offensive line should have been left on the bus in Seattle. I said Drake May did not play well, but partly not his fault. He was running for his life, the poor kid, for the majority of the game, getting his ass whooped because the guys in front of him can't do their fucking jobs.
It's coming. It's going.
There were a couple times I thought that there would be flags on the play because we were playing defense very aggressively.
Yeah.
To the point I was like, I feel feral right now watching this. Like I feel
our boy Kit Wilson must assume that the Seattle defense is very toxic.
Very toxic. Very toxic. No, but look at they whooped our ass. They won. Pluggo said if they played that game 10 times, I said Seattle would win 7. I said Seattle would win 7. That's what I feel like.
Okay. You were so confident. You were so confident.
Of course I'm going to be. Yeah.
On Sunday. Like,
guess what?
You were.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say you were so confident, like rip roaring. I was gonna lose. My mom was gonna lose. My dogs need to find a new home. Like the Patriots were winning.
That's what JPJ does. He gets like overly confident,
And
and then if it doesn't go his way, he's like, "See, like, wait, I just was saying, like, I knew."
No,
I
didn't have
all
any
of a sudden he becomes a gentle giant when it
No,
doesn't.
I don't have any excuses. Listen, if we were playing them again tomorrow, I would still be as confident as I was last Sunday that we were winning that game tomorrow too. I don't go in there with like, I go in there expecting my teams to win. Now, that's probably because of the last 20 years of my sportship. I mean, that's just been the expectation. It's been the expectation.
Okay.
So that's just how yeah. The only team I don't expect to win anything are the Bruins because they're choke artists. It's the only team that, like, if they make it to, even if they're the best team in the league, because we've seen multiple times, like, they're not doing shit.
Listen, I get it. As someone who has been a Seattle fan of all their teams, RIP the Supersonics,
they're going to come back. They're going to come back, though. You're going to get another team there. They're coming back.
Honestly, are they going to come back before Starbucks folds?
No. You think Starbucks is going to fold?
They have closed more stores in Seattle because of the boycott, because of people striking, because people wanting a union, all of that. So I don't know. They closed the roastery, which was insane.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if y'all have ever heard of the roastery.
I have. Yes, I've been to a few of them. Insane.
Really, if you like coffee as more of an artisanal beverage, one of those roasteries is fantastic.
I love the way you say coffee. It makes me so happy. I feel that's the way
New York. That's the New York act. Coffee.
Yeah, it's my coffee. And anyone who says I'm from Long Island, that is not a Long Island accent. The Long Island accent. No.
MJF is Long Island, the way he sounds.
Yeah.
That's Long Island.
Yeah.
We are not a simile. We are not same. Yeah. No. Other famous Long Islanders would be like Vinny from the Jersey Shore.
Yeah. Beat up Jim Tam Laundry, baby.
I'm glad you kind of popped in when you did, because we were just about to talk about, unfortunately, we were going to talk some 90s. We're going to talk Vanderbeek.
Oh, my guy.
I know.
My friend Jenny, her cousin, her brother-in-law is James Vanderbeek. And there were a couple times that he came to the church that I used to go to back when I used to be a church person. And he is such a nice guy. Yeah. Like, imagine going to a church function, just like a church little, BBQ session. And this guy,
Dawson, comes around the corner.
Yeah, his hair just shines. Hell? I don't want to wait forever.
Yeah, I would have put that on my phone. I would have played it. He would have hated me, but I would have played it.
There was people like even 10 years ago that would just line up to get pictures with him. Like, he would sign autographs for things. And when we had heard that his health was not doing great, I know that people were, wanting to schedule meal trains, even though that they don't live in the U.S. So, they have this thing called the internet where you can send like DoorDash gift cards and all these things. And hearing that he was auctioning off, like, he didn't have health insurance, like we would think. Like, you would think with how heartthrobbing he was raking in the millions, but he didn't have that. And he'd been out of work for so long. Sorry, I don't mean to get emotional here, but he was auctioning off memorabilia and merch, and it was going far. It was paying for some things, but it wasn't going far enough. So if you didn't know, he does have a GoFundMe out there. I think that it's reached over $1 million, which is crazy that $1 million can be donated in less than 48 hours. But he definitely was a really cool guy that I got to meet, and I got to serve him cookies that I made at one of our church dinners and functions.
Did he compliment your cookies?
Did he like them? What kind of cookies?
So I'm a pre-made cookie dough kind of person.
Okay,
so
that's fair.
The tearaway.
Yeah, the tearaway. They are excellent cookies.
The tearaways are the best. I have because they come in packs of 12, but I send out 10 because I'll eat 2.
I was just gonna say the tearaway. Yeah, you make 10 cookies, and the other 2 you eat raw while you're waiting.
Yeah.
Exactly. Y'all know how it goes. I just made the Valentine's one. So.
Oh, very nice. Yeah. So Scott in the chat saying his GoFundMe is currently up to $1.5 million.
That's
currently,
awesome. Because I saw some
incredible.
report today that his families, it took all their money to help him battle this thing. So if you can help him, please do. The Vanderbeek was important to all of us around. I mean, look, we're all around. I mean, I'm in that age where he was the man.
Yeah, he was. Dawson's Creek was a huge show.
I never saw it, but Varsity Blues. Baby.
Varsity Blues. Obviously big sports guys. Okay. Football. I don't want your life. I don't want your life.
Jonathan Moxon is just one man.
Yeah, he is. Studley Paul Walker trying to take his job and shit.
No. Paul Walker.
That's different. No,
yeah, Paul Walker had the job. Got hurt.
Yes. Which unfortunately, both of those gentlemen now, R.I.P.
Listen, one of my favorite Vanderbeek shows is "Don't Trust the Bee" in Apartment 23.
Yes, he was the neighbor.
Kristen Ritter's best friend.
Yes.
And he just plays like a fictional version of himself. And I think one of my favorite parts is he's selling Beak jeans.
Another underrated James Vanderbeek, Jay and Silent Bob.
I was gonna say Jay and Silent Bob.
Are you the Dawson? And he's like, yeah, that's
me, man.
And then he's like, oh, it's the pie fucker. And Jason Biggs is like, how's come nobody ever says, man, you killed it, boys and girls. You were great, loser. Vanderbeek goes, you fucked a pie.
Tremendous, so good. And then he was in. It's not like the greatest movie, but like he had been the heartthrobby not CW WB Dawson's Creek guy, and he did a movie called Rules of Attraction, where he's in college, and it's a very it's a very druggy, trippy, sex going on all over the place type movie. So for him at that time in his career, because even Varsity Blues was like a teeny type movie, you know what I mean? So that was kind of his breakout into doing a different genre of things and not the heartthrob anymore kind of thing. And it was just one of those movies that at the time when it got on HBO was on at 1:30 in the morning. That I watched 6 times in a month because I was up at that time and it was just on HBO and I ended up seeing it a dozen times in 5 weeks or something like that. But yeah, very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Only 48 years old, too young. Yeah. Listen, for us 90s kids, he's staple. He's a staple guy.
He's one of the top. He's on the Rushmore of the heartthrobs.
He's like a titan. He's a titan. Very unfortunate.
It's so weird because someone posted something of 4 celebrities who have passed away really way too young. And one of them was Michelle Trachtenberg.
Last year. Yeah.
And that was last year. And she wasn't open really about her illness, but people kind of knew about it. But with James Vanderbeek, I felt like he was so open and honest about hey, I have colon cancer. Here's my updates. He was posting videos on TikTok and Instagram and really brought us along with his health journey, which I think made everything more sad because he had posted a video in January that it was it's just the way that his brain goes is why do we have New Year's resolutions in the wintertime when everything's dead? Right. And then by the end of January, you've abandoned your resolution. Why don't we start our resolutions in the spring? It's spring equinox. You know, when life is becoming anew. Everyone's hibernating right now. This is the time that we should reflect on ourselves.
Especially this winter, man. Oof. That's a good point.
Listen, we haven't really gotten a winter here in Seattle. It has not snowed a single time.
Lucky you. That's all it's done here.
Yeah.
But everybody else has gotten some snow, which is fine. I'm totally fine with. But yeah, I saw that video a couple weeks ago, and I was like, yeah, that is something to think about, you know. And what an interesting thing to think about when you have this. Was it stage 3 or stage 4? I can't remember. Colorectal cancer, but
yeah, it was. Yeah, it was one of those, but not obviously good. So yeah,
it's unfortunate. Sad. It happens. I mean, we've seen many celebrities have this and this type of cancer in private, and they're gone way too soon. So,
yeah. Unfortunate. Unfortunate.
Yeah.
I probably will watch Varsity Blues probably soon. I haven't seen that movie in a long time, but that's a doozy.
That one's on like heavy rotation, and when it's on, every couple of months or so. I'm like, Varsity Blues.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I have it on VHS.
Fucking 10. I give it a 10. I still say that all the time.
A 10. It's a 10.
It's a 10.
It's a 10. Was it Scott Kahn is in that movie too, right? He's like the stud wide receiver.
Yeah.
Scott Kahn. They got the big boy Billy Bob. Billy Bob, obviously. Yeah. John Voight is the asshole coach. Yeah.
Some great ones.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
On a positive note, I'm sipping on a Pepsi Cherry Zero and a Coca-Cola Cherry Float. So Pepsi or Coke, I'm up for. I'll go either way if you guys want to sponsor the show.
What are you having, like your own drink battle of what's better?
Yeah.
You got both cherry
float, the Cherry Float Zero, Coca-Cola, and then wild cherries and cream. Wild cherries. So listen, Pepsi, Coke. I'm willing to throw one of these away based on how much money you throw at JPJ and I. Speaking of that, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this thing out to your friends. And if you want to leave a super chat, we'll guarantee your statement gets read on the air. We got Dynamite Talk, Grand Slam Talk, Wrestling Talk. I don't know how long Auntie's here. Are you here for a while? Are you here for a good time or a long time? What is it?
Listen, I'm going to go jump in the chat. I have some shows to watch tonight. I have to make dinner.
Oh, what shows? What's on the docket?
Traders is on tonight. Okay.
Okay. I see that on. That's on Peacock, right? Yeah.
That is on the Peacock.
I was watching some doubles luge on the cock earlier.
Oh my gosh, they were doing the something finals tonight. I just briefly saw it. Anyways, but also on the cock, I got to see Summer House episode 2.
I'll find out about that. I'll find out about all the details on Sunday.
I can't wait to tell you about Summer House. Summer House just gets me excited about reality TV. It is because it's like our generation of people, and it's things that we go through. And could you imagine going to a summer house every single weekend for the entire summer?
No.
With the same people?
No, I'd be sick of those people after week 2.
Listen.
Do you get voted out of the summer house? Because JPJ be like, I'll voluntarily leave.
Oh, I would. Yeah, no. I would get voted out. They'd be like, he's an asshole, and I'd be like, I just don't want to be around you guys at all.
I think the thing that's crazy is most of them live in New York City, and they make their way out to the Hamptons every single weekend. Imagine voluntarily spending a weekend, like multiple weekends with these people, but also spending 2 hours one way and 2 hours the other way.
Yeah, see, no. Here's my thing, though. I've been lucky enough that I've gone to the Hamptons for a weekend. I went to a wedding in Montauk.
Oh.
And I the whole weekend I was there, I was like, I'm out of my element here. This is, you know what I mean? It was, I've never lived like that. I've never lived like that.
I have gone one time, and it's
the houses I was driving by, I was like, holy shit. I was like, what is going on here? I was like,
they
what
are
is
houses that I don't even think I would be fancy enough to be the hired help. You know what I mean? Like I feel like there's something wrong. Anyways,
I would never want to be there. I'd be like, I'm going to break something.
That's why we went down the shore, okay?
When I
we
lived off
the pier in this Jersey.
We lived off the pier.
When we go into nice houses and when I go into nice houses that my friends or people have, like with the kids, I go, don't break anything. I can't afford that.
Listen,
please
some of their toilets.
Yeah,
some of their toilets I couldn't even afford.
We'll never be friends with these people again because I will not pay them back.
And then I also have to watch, by the way, on HBO is The Pit. Have you ever watched The Pit?
Oh, I've heard great
I've
things.
seen a couple episodes of it. I was actually scrolling through HBO going, I think I want to give this another shot. Like, I didn't quite give it enough love, I think, because I hear good things.
Well, I watched ER as a child because my mom loved ER, so grew up with Mr. Noah Riley on there. So seeing him in another medical drama show with all these new cast of characters, and because it's on HBO, they don't hold anything back, meaning you see butts.
Yeah.
You see peen. You see everything.
Yeah.
But it's not in a sexual way. It is in a medical way. And there are things that are happening that it's just...
Auntie Collins is pro medical peen.
Yeah, I am. But this last episode, they had an old granny come in, like elderly lady who takes narcotics, right? Takes opiates. And you know what happens when you take opiates and not a stool softener?
Oh no.
Yeah.
They had to get it out of her?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
so yeah. You can't be eating your dinner when you're watching that show, okay?
No.
So gotta be in the mood for that.
Can't have a little snack while you're
Ooh. All right,
yeah,
well.
Gross.
Yeah.
But anyways.
Well, thanks for popping in and saying hello.
Yeah, thank you.
Love you guys. Love the Beardsies. And you guys better send your super chats or else I'm gonna haunt you.
Yeah, you better listen on. Don't try to keep the lights on in this place, man.
Yeah. Pay these men. These men. You watch them, pay them. So anyways, love your faces.
Somebody pay us. That'd be great. Love you guys. Love you. Guys, I almost left too. I almost left too to go watch The Pit with Auntie Collins, but I gotta stay. I'm on this moniker.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Right. Bye. There she is.
I'm surprised. I'm proud of you.
What do you mean?
You gave a Seattle Seahawks fan the link because usually that's my move.
Yeah.
And I did think about it, and then I was like, I don't want you yelling at Auntie Collins.
I would never.
So
I would never.
I tried to say, hey, I'm proud of you, but that's growth. That's fucking growth, dude.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah. Fernando said it in the chat. Also, halftime show, great halftime.
Yeah.
Show. Entertaining.
Yeah.
The dancing, incredible. I didn't know what he was saying at all.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you this, my butt was moving.
I understood the whole thing.
And I was just gonna say, I didn't understand what he was saying, but I understood the whole thing from start. Like I knew what was going on.
Yeah.
I knew what was going on. I didn't understand
Ronald
it, and I
Acuna
understood it
Jr.
at the
was
same
there.
time. He
Cardi
was.
B was there.
Pedro Pascal was there.
Pedro Pascal was there. Ricky Martin. Hell yeah.
Missed opportunity not playing Livin' La Vida Loca. But you know,
my favorite thing that I've seen since that halftime show was all those people getting mad about Bad Bunny's halftime show, saying they couldn't understand him, but yet the first song that Kid Rock played was "Ball with the Ball." What are you talking about?
Yeah,
shut up, nerds. I had a good time.
My favorite part was all the people that said they weren't gonna watch it, complaining that it was the worst halftime. Well, did you watch it then?
And then 135.
You said you weren't gonna watch it.
No, you know what they said? You know what they did? They circled back and they were all like, I had it on in the background just in case something crazy happened.
How many of those people actually got up to go make food or do that, and they just had it on in the background? There weren't really that many people watching.
Yeah,
it
was I didn't want to, I had to watch it for work.
Yeah, everybody was going to be talking about it, so I had to tune in. Just shut the hell up. Anyway.
Go get you a sandwich.
Yes, it's fine.
Chill
guys.
out.
It's
You're fine.
Everybody's gonna live. We're fine. We're fine. Yeah. So that was that. That was Sunday. We move on. Fernando's saying the Celtics are still good with the smile, with the crying, laughing. They're like the number 2 seed in the East, bro.
Yeah, they're solid.
They're the number 2 seed in the East, and they're getting Jason Tatum back at some point.
Yeah.
So yeah. The Celtics are good. Who else are you scared of? If you're the Celtics fan, which I am, who am I scared of exactly in the East? Who in the East scares me? Someone tell me.
Who's the 1 seed right now?
The Knicks still, I think. Are they?
The Knicks still the 1 seed? Yeah, no.
Am I scared of the Knicks? No. Who am I?
They beat you
Who am I
last year.
nervous? They did, but again,
yeah.
Who am I scared of in the East?
Nobody.
The answer is nobody.
He sucks.
Yeah, correct.
It's the West you got to worry about.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. We'll make it to the finals. Whatever happens, happens.
Yeah,
but you know what I mean? I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I digress. Auntie,
hey,
you're picking up what I'm putting down. You're picking up what I'm putting down.
Baseball season. It's almost baseball season, and my once beloved man crush Chris Bryant is already on the 60-day deal.
Who's he play for now? The Rockies still?
Yeah, he's played 170 total games for the Rockies since he left, since he signed that 7-year contract, and he's already on the 60-day deal.
Sounds about right.
I used to love that beautiful, beautiful man.
Did he break that bone in his hand that 9 players fucking broke that bone?
I don't know what is his back. His is his back.
All right. Yesterday, Corbin Carroll, Francisco Lindor, and 3 other dudes broke this. They broke the same bone in their pinky. Or on their palm of their hand under their pinky, right here.
And
they're all in jeopardy of missing opening day now. I'm like, what? How do you all break that bone?
And then don't get me started on MLB TV and ESPN trying to screw us all.
What do you mean?
You have to have ESPN's unlimited $30 a month plan to have MLB if you want the package. Because I thought about buying it because it's actually at a discount if you have it already. But I'm in a market where 4 teams are blacked out. So I'm like, well, that's dumb. And the team that I'd want to watch is blacked out.
Fair.
Yeah, so I was like, no. I don't get the Cubs, the Sox, the Reds, or the Tigers.
You don't get the Tigers?
Uh-uh.
Why?
I'm in the Bermuda Triangle of blackout.
But you get the Cleveland Guardians?
That might be blacked out too. I think one of those 2 are blacked out for sure. So, but then they were there. You have to have the ESPN Unlimited to then sign up, but you can cancel it once you sign up if you remember to. But I already have it.
I am a member of T-Mobile. T-Mobile is my service provider for my cell phone, and so I get MLB TV for free every single year.
Jealous.
Yes.
Let me get that login, dog.
I did read that, Scott, that Robin Anthony is the favorite to replace Corbin Carroll in the World Baseball Classic because Corbin Carroll can't play in it now because he's one of the guys that broke that bone.
And be like Auntie Collins. Drop that super chat.
Yes.
Auntie Collins.
Yes. But baseball is starting. The Red Sox got some guy from the Brewers, some little infielder that's going to be their second
nerd.
Caleb Durbin, I believe is
some nerd.
They're saying he's going to be the second baseman. He played third base for the Brewers last year, but he's not going to play third. He's not going to play third base for the Red Sox. He's going to play second, and they're going to put Marcelo Meyer, who's a shortstop, over at third base.
Cubs division to win in the Central, baby. The only team I got to worry about is Cincinnati. We all know how they fizzle out at the end there. So
it's fair. It's fair.
We're going to the ship. What? We going to the ship?
You think so?
No. I would like that, but the Dodgers still exist. So
yeah, and they got Kyle Tucker.
Yeah, so
and Edwin Diaz. Because apparently they don't give a shit about anything.
If by the ship we mean the NLCS, then sure. That's what
the Dodgers are just like, we're gonna sign everybody
baseball
we don't care.
This is the last season of baseball for a while, so enjoy it. This might be the longest lockout in MLB history after this season. Enjoy that.
That would be so baseball.
We'll have to do something else next summer.
Like baseball has kind of had like a resurgence over the last 2 or 3 years. Like it's popular again. I feel like people are like digging baseball again. It's very much had a resurgence, and it would be so baseball for them to have a fucking lockout.
Yep.
So baseball. Okay. Like that would be the most baseball thing they could do. Oh, we have momentum and people like watching the sport again, and we're popular, highest rated World Series in 50 years or whatever it was. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, let's cancel the season. Yep. Let's cancel next season so everybody hates us again.
Auntie's hoping for a Mariners World Series. So am I. I have a standing agreement with a longtime Mariners fan of mine, that if the Mariners ever won the World Series, we would get Seattle Mariners tattoos. So I'm not a Mariners fan, but for some reason this joke has been going on for 20 years or so.
I mean, at some point it's going to happen.
So I might get like a Ken Griffey Jr. silhouette or something, because I'm not going to get like Seattle World Series, but I get some. I like Ken Griffey Jr., I get Mariners.
Coolest baseball player of all time.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
And the best, if you want my opinion. But,
yeah.
I love baseball. Hate my owners, but I love baseball. Yeah. I don't know, man.
Wrestling.
I'm a defeated man when it comes to the sports this week. We got to just get through it.
I see that. We can talk about the good wrestling that was this week. Like, where do you want to start? We left off.
I mean, listen, my lights are bothering me because I can see them flickering and they're pissing me off.
We had a Raw. We hung out for Raw on your channel.
We did, yeah. You joined me for the watch along I do on my channel every Monday for Raw. That was a good time. I thought it was a good episode of Raw. I thought Dynamite last night was all sorts of good. Couple title changes on Dynamite last night.
Tell me what you thought about those.
I thought the Fletcher one.
Let's start with that one.
First of all, that match was damn.
I posted about it earlier. It's got to be time, right, that we start talking about Kyle Fletcher as like top wrestler in the world, like one of them, right? Every time that man steps in between them ropes, there's a 5-star potential banger on our hands. He did it with Speedball. He's done it with Mark Briscoe. He did it with Will Ospreay. Last night with Tommaso Ciampa. It don't matter who it is. The dude don't miss. And his new TNT championship heading into Grand Slam. Now, how do you feel about that?
I feel like it made sense. I know it was a very short reign for Ciampa.
Why did it make sense? Go on.
Because I don't feel like he probably should have ever lost that title.
Okay.
If that, you know what I mean? And he's clearly not in the world title picture currently, and it just feels like him having that belt kind of makes sense that that's kind of his belt.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm with you still. I'm looking for something.
Yeah, and I didn't disagree with it. I thought Ciampa, even though it was a very short reign, I thought he defended the thing like four times in 11 days that he had it.
Yeah, he did.
And he had great matches with a lot of people, one of them being a triple threat, but he had great matches. Good. I mean, yeah, that one, it didn't shock me that Fletcher won it, to be honest.
Yeah. Kyle Shaw is in the house. Honk, 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 honk. And yes, I watched your match with Pro. You should have had him. I thought you were going to get it done, man. It was a good match all around, though, Kyle. I would say that, but next time. But yeah. So I was on team. Put it on Ciampa on his first defense, and they did that. So I'm happy there. And as I sat and I thought about it, an 11-day title. I don't know, man. Like,
I don't think it matters.
I don't think it matters. Exactly. I don't think it matters. I think people like look at that and think like, oh, he's buried. But I do. Here's what I like. And here's how I'm approaching this. This now adds a new wrinkle to Tommaso Ciampa. Because guess what? He came in, he shocked the world. He won the TNT title off Mark Briscoe. He went up against one of the top guys in AEW. and he lost. Guess what now? He's extra motivated, psycho killer. Because guess what? You walked into AEW, bud. You think it's going to be easy week in and week out? And they could tell that story. Mm-hmm. Kyle Fletcher could cut that promo if he beats Mark Briscoe on Saturday. He could cut that promo next week and be like, Ciampa, you just thought you could just run through people here in AEW? We're built different around here, bud. Like, I think it's a cool thing to be like, you got it early, you got the success early, and now you're like, oh shit, I actually have to, like, this is no joke over here. It was a good one. I thought it was cool. I thought the whole match was good. I don't think, I don't know who, somebody tweeted out, like, how can you be part of a match of the year and be buried? Like, I don't think that he's buried by any stretch. I still think there's a lot of.
But how can you have that type of match?
That's what I'm saying.
Anybody with a brain, how can you watch that match and go, yeah, they definitely didn't make Ciampa look good at all in that match?
Yeah.
Like,
no, exactly.
And again, yes, it was an 11-day title reign. Yes, for sure. This is Tommaso Ciampa. It's not like he's a guy we just saw for the first time. 11. He already came into the company with a established resume of 20 years of wrestling. Like, we know who he is.
Yeah, and
like,
can you?
It does not. You know what I mean?
And now he's got this chip on his shoulder from a storyline perspective of like, I've even got to ramp my shit up to keep up around here. Because and that's the story that AEW has been telling for the last few months, especially with MJF, is like everywhere you turn, there's a killer ready to take your spot. Like there's no days off, there's no weeks off. You've got to come. So I think it was a good move. I listen, I'm bummed for Tommaso. 11 days is a long time, but hey, man, guess what? Get it back. You'll get it back. Yeah. I don't think. Again, this is probably the best spot for Fletcher right now, considering like we're going to talk about these guys, but Omega, Swerve, Hangman, Brody, and the the main event scene is loaded right now. Not that Kyle wouldn't fit right in, but hey, if you're not going to do anything, let him have the TNT Championship for a while.
Yeah, why not?
And let Ciampa, let Mark Briscoe. You could throw a couple other guys in there if you want to throw Speedball, because Speedball and Kevin Knight said that they were going to go for singles gold. Now that they're trios champs, so throw those two in the mix. That's a great TNT nucleus to have.
Yeah, big time. Yeah, no, I like that. And then we saw at the end of the show, it was a rematch from a few weeks ago. It was Chris Statlander defending her AEW Women's Championship against Tekla in a strap match. And we saw another title change here, Pluggo, where we have a new AEW Women's Champion, Tekla.
This one I was more surprised.
Statlander. I was more surprised with this one. Yeah, how do we feel about this? I thought the match was good. It was violent. Statlander was bleeding all over the place.
It was. Oh yeah. I was watching with Mrs. Pluggo. She goes, "Is she supposed to be bleeding like that?" I go, "I don't know if she's supposed to be bleeding like that the way it was coming out, but she is."
Yep.
It was a good match. I liked it a lot. I like Tekla. I didn't think that this is where they were going to do it. I will say this: they definitely hammered home the point that Willow and Harley were already in Australia doing media stuff for Grand Slam. So I don't know if maybe that comes into play where, Stat's a little like she didn't have any because we had the Sisters of Sin come out and help out and there was no one to help Statlander. So I don't know if that becomes like a talking point. Like, why wasn't I over in Australia already? I was the champ. You guys get my shine and maybe we get a little edge to Chris Statlander. But I was shocked. I was genuinely shocked. I couldn't believe that they pulled the trigger. I'm glad they did. I'm interested to see what they do with Tekla as the world champ.
Agreed.
I'm more intrigued on what you do with Statlander. I don't know how you run back at strap matches. Usually the blow off here. Asian Joe is in the house.
Good to see you, Asian Joe,
brother.
Been a while, bro.
Yeah, when's the last time there were two title changes on Dynamite? I'm too lazy to do the research. I have no idea. Two title changes.
No, good. You can keep going.
I was going to say 2 title changes of this magnitude. I'm not sure. But I'm interested now. because like I said, Stat finally got some friends. And then listen, the Sisters of Sin. Nobody's there to help her. Smart. Perfect. You made it work. Tekla's the champ. Who's the first one to get a crack at Tekla here? How long?
It's going to be Stat. It has to be Stat.
They're going to run it back?
Yeah, I think so.
They're going to just run that back?
Well, you can make an argument because, the other two kind of did get involved there.
Sure.
So you can make the argument that it wasn't on the level, somewhat.
Sure.
We saw the Brawling Birds.
Brawling Birds, yeah.
We saw
when
them
did that become a thing, by the way?
Over the weekend on Collision, did it not?
I didn't watch.
Well, I know they announced over the last couple of weeks that they were going to start teaming, but they just announced the name last week or
that's a great
over the
name.
weekend. Yeah, it's a great name.
And also, Mrs. Plugger was like, "Why do they have hammers?" And I said, "Because it's awesome."
Yeah, because they're coming out to hurt people.
Yeah, they're just gonna.
That was a good time. That was a good time. I will say I thought like Tekla won the title, and then immediately after all this nonsense happened, and they were like playing the music of other people, and I'm like, you kind of, like when Excalibur on commentary has to say, "Hey guys, let's not us forget the main story here is that Tekla is the new champion." It's like, well, then maybe you shouldn't have done all this other shit then.
Yeah, they could have left that alone.
Yeah,
And honestly, like that was maybe my only gripe with it a little bit was like you could have left that. You should have had the Sisters of Sin and the Toxic Spider absolutely continue to just decimate and send a statement. You didn't need a save there, and that's your lasting image of the night. But hey, the Brawling Birds sounds awfully close to Between Two Beards. Listen, if the Brawling Birds would like to join Between Two Beards, here's an invitation. Come on,
there's always room at the table. There's always room.
Always room at the table for the Brawling Birds.
Yeah.
So yeah, you could have done that if you wanted to. I don't know if Statlander or Tekla is slated to go to Australia. I would assume maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know how they're going to play that show. I know they got 5 matches scheduled.
Yeah,
I know.
and we're going to talk about them. So
I don't know if you further the storyline there. Or you just wait till next week.
I think
new, and I got a theory on these. What happened on Wednesday is going to affect what happens on Saturday.
Oh,
we'll save it.
Well, why are we saving it?
Well, I don't know until we start officially talking about it.
Well, technically now because all right, so we kind of skipped over it, but Kyle Fletcher, after he won the match.
Yeah, we didn't really bring up.
He said, "Hey, I'm wrestling on Saturday. I get to go home, get a hero's welcome. I'm wrestling on Saturday. I'm going to defend this, and I want anybody from any company." And Mark Briscoe comes out. It's like, all right, well, and he goes, "Hey, look we've fought each other a lot lately." He goes, "You have 3 wins. I have 3 wins. We need a game 7."
We though?
Which my answer was, no, we don't.
No, we don't.
No, we don't. And I like both these guys. No, we don't. But he was like, well, you need a game 7. And Fletcher said, all right, well, we're going bigger. We're going home because we're doing a ladder match. And I was like, all right, well, I love me a good ladder match. So, like, I'm good. But, like, all right. So there's actually 6 matches for Grand Slam now.
Yeah. Well, when Mark came out, I just went, is this the best we can do? Is this what which is fine. Like, and Fletcher even said it. He's like, dude, I'm sick of you. Like, if we're doing this, then this is it. Like,
yeah,
ladder match. But whatever. Like, Fletcher should win it.
Oh, he will.
There was not another person in the back that could have been like, I could use a TNT shot title opportunity.
Yeah.
There's not one guy. Just where's Sammy Guevara? Like, what's he doing right now? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. No, I get you.
Where's Jack Perry? What's he up to?
Yeah, I get you.
But hey, well, it'll be fine because those two do have some good chemistry together. But I don't know how much more they can tell story-wise, but I will find out on Saturday.
Yeah. The show started off with some heat as we had the face-to-face between Kenny Omega and Swerve. Swerve kind of playing the heel a little bit of the two. They're both clearly baby faces, but Swerve was being a little bit of
of the jerk, I would guess, of the two.
I think he realized that.
exchange.
Yeah, he realized it halfway through because all of a sudden he really started ramping up the insult.
Yeah,
He was like,
yeah,
wait,
he's
oh
talking
yeah,
about, you were almost dead and you were hurt in the hospital and kind of stuff like that. Peggy's in the chat.
Peggy,
yeah,
we love Peggy. How are you?
She's saying that she was hoping when they said anyone anywhere that it might have been like an Australian talent or a new Aussie talent or something like that.
Or save it for the show and have somebody come out and surprise us. But
no, we're running it back.
We're running it back. Mark Briscoe. I don't know the Australian wrestling scene well enough to know if there's any Australian talent that would be worthy of the spot, but I'm sure there is. It would have been a nice callback or cool moment, but hey. But yeah, Swerve, man, he's all I'm supposed to hate you.
Yeah,
because you could tell they were being okay early, and then all of a sudden it switched.
Yeah, there was some respect early on, and then Swerve started going in and started, he was basically like, hey, when I was the top guy, you were nowhere to be found. Everyone said I should, you're the guy, you're the benchmark, all this stuff, but you were nowhere to be found. You were laid up in a hospital bed. You were doing this, you were doing that.
Yeah.
And he was really going in on the health of Omega. And then Omega got the mic, and I thought Omega was really good. And he said, he was going back and forth with him, and he was saying, I've never felt better, all this stuff. No. And he offers a match with Swerve. He says, let's go.
Yeah.
You and me.
Kenny's the older veteran is like, I'll fight anybody. Swerve was like, all right.
Yeah.
That's what you want, Grandpa. That's essentially how Swerve came off last night. He was like, all right, old man, if this is what you want. Yeah. Even though Kenny's not old.
Yeah. And then Kenny Omega slapped Swerve. And that led to a brawl. And they were brawling all through the crowd, all through the arena.
Yeah.
And it looked like they got to the top of the stage. Kenny did a V trigger into the stage. And it looked like Kenny was setting him up for a one-winged angel off the stage through a table. And Swerve countered it. And he ended up spearing Kenny Omega off the stage through a table. Yeah. And they both need to be helped out after that. So, and then we find out that next Wednesday for free, on Wednesday night, we're getting Swerve and Omega.
I thought they were going to give this to us at Grand Slam.
I thought it was going to go Grand Slam, or I thought they were going to stretch it out to Revolution, which it might. They could run it back at Revolution, obviously.
Yeah,
they could keep this going. But we're getting it next week on Dynamite. That's a huge match for Dynamite next week. So
who wins?
Kenny, probably.
Steals one.
Would it be stealing one?
I think he'd have to steal it.
You think so?
If you want to run it back, you'd have to steal it. You'd have to roll him up and catch him slipping or something.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like
I don't know what the plan is for Revolution for the world title, but I feel like it's going to be a multi-person match. I guess I don't think it's going to be.
Well, I thought no, isn't it the winner of Andrade and Hangman?
Oh, is it? Yeah, is that the thing? Okay, so
sure,
maybe we get a Swerve and Kenny run it back at Revolution.
That's what I think. I think that
some kind of
maybe Omega
street
beats
fight
him, and then Swerve attacks him or something happens like that. I did notice this last night, but Nana was wearing a embassy chain. Yeah. He had the towel. He had, as Scott mentioned in the chat, he had the towel with the embassy. So maybe this is Swerve.
Can he bring back the face tattoo guy?
Probably not.
What was that called? That group called?
Oh God, yeah, it was the embassy.
Yeah, was it with the face tattoo guy and
the other guy, Brock Lesnar Light?
Yeah. Parker Boudreaux.
Boudreaux or whatever that was.
And then the Tom McDonald looking motherfucker.
Yeah.
Nobody wants that. But
and then they quickly were like, "Hey, why don't we do the
we do something that makes sense?"
Yeah, let's bring in the guys that look like they fit with the group, please.
Yeah.
The GOA or whatever.
Yeah, looks like guys that actually look like they could kick somebody's ass.
Yeah.
And they're doing that right now with
Ricochet.
Yeah, with Ricochet. So.
Yeah. So we'll have to see. But yeah, we get that on Dynamite next week, which will be really, really good.
Yeah. Tony Khan's like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Give everybody all this good shit.
And then the other big thing that happened on Dynamite, Private Party's back.
Oh, yeah, dude. I saw that shot. Private Party and Mark Quinn looking like he put on 40 pounds of muscle.
Yes, right. Very young.
Isaiah Cassidy looks exactly the same.
Yes.
We're getting the Young Bucks at FTR. I'm not mad about it. But I was like...
Rascals? What'd you want, the Rascals? Or Private Party?
No, I wanted Private Party, dude, to pull it off. To pull off the upset over the Bucks again. But the Bucks are faces now because you can't have... listen, FTR and the Young Bucks, we always eat really good when that match happens, however it happens. So... I'm not mad at it. I just really hope that this isn't like that we get some Private Party, back in the tag scene, because I like tag team wrestling. Some companies don't do a lot.
I agree. I mean, look at Private Party being back's a good shot in the arm for the division, though. Babyface team to come back there, so that's really good. And it was nice to see him back. They had been off TV for over a year.
It was a long time. They lost those tag titles, and they were just like, we don't know what to do with you guys anymore. And I know there was some injury stuff in there too, but hey, they're back.
Yeah, that was a good.
The Rascals looked good.
Sure did. Rascals looked good. Good.
I thought the Young Bucks were going to super kick Stokely. It wouldn't have been a very babyface move of them, but I thought they definitely were going to do it.
I thought so.
I think they're going to at some point, whenever this match happens. But I assume we're going to do Bucks and FTR at Revolution.
You think they stretch it to that?
I think so. It's not. I mean, it's really not stretching it that long now. It's already mid-February.
It's another month. Yeah.
It's only 4 weeks. And then FTR is going to do the whole we're not doing this here. We're doing it on our terms, heel shit. And then they'll go fine. Revolution. Yeah, I think you could stretch it.
All right.
There's plenty of things that you could do in the meantime.
Yeah. We saw it finally happened. There was a tag match. It was Orange Cassidy and Roddy Strong going up.
Was it really a tag match?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Going up against Daniel Garcia and Clark Connors. Yeah. Moxley was on commentary for this. And the good things happen here. This was really Connors' not his debut in AEW because he's done some Forbidden Door stuff and we've seen him in vignettes with Gabe Kidd, but this was really his first introduction as the Clark Connors character. He had his own music, he had the entrance. Yeah. Moxley, I thought, did a good job on commentary explaining the War Dogs over there, we're friendly with them, Gabe Kidd's over there, and they asked us to kind of take care of Connors over here, get him assimilated and stuff like that. So yeah, I thought they did a good job of explaining that. But the story here, Pluggo, was towards the end of the match, Orange Cassidy going for the hot tag to Roderick Strong, and Roderick Strong drops down from the apron and he left him.
He didn't want to be there to begin with. You could tell when
he left
him. Out. Yeah.
So he leaves him, and then oddly enough, it looks like it's going to be 2-on-1, and Orange Cassidy is going to be in a bad shape. But Darby Allin appeared out of nowhere in the crowd and took Clark Connors off with him. So it turned into a one-on-one affair, and Orange Cassidy got the victory by beating Daniel Garcia.
Because we can't leave the Darby Allin Death Riders thing alone for more than a couple of weeks, dude.
Never.
I'm surprised that Darby Allin didn't attack Tony Schiavone for just sitting next to Moxley.
Yep.
That's how deep that shit runs. It was cool. I didn't know this. I didn't realize this was the stipulation until she mentioned it.
Oh, you didn't?
I didn't. I didn't put it together.
This is a big time stipulation.
Yeah. Whoever takes the pinfall gets their head shaved, and I was like, oh, okay. There's a lot of fun opportunities here. And then they cut Mina Shirakawa's hair.
Yeah. How'd that make you feel?
That was messed up.
Terrible.
Just Mina didn't do nothing. She just wants to dance.
And have a good time.
She just dance and have a good time. And you're out here cutting her damn hair. You guys are sick.
Unnecessary. Wheeler Yuta's definitely getting his head shaved.
He's been waking up every morning hoping that this is what he's been working for. Do I think it's going to happen? I don't know, but
they told him this a year ago. They were like, "Hey, we're building to this."
Yeah, this is
grow
this
your hair
exact
out.
moment.
Grow your hair out.
Although I will say, I think it's a lot more fun if Toni Storm has to get her head shaved. I think there's more that they could do with it. I don't think that they would do it. Shep in the chat right there, like perfect timing, said Toni would rock a bald look. She could make it work. I think she would get the most mileage out of it. I don't think that they would do it though, because that again, they love Toni Storm in this. Not even head shaving it, but just her taking these losses. I don't think is what they want to do, but it would be the most fun. Her and Luther bald headed together.
I wouldn't hate it.
Would Orange Cassidy still dig his little timeless squeeze with no hair?
Listen,
I don't think Orange Cassidy's that kind of guy.
Yeah, he doesn't strike me as that kind of guy. You don't think Shafir?
What if that's the one thing he cares about?
You don't think Shafir could rock just be a badass fucking bald person?
For sure.
They just turn her into even more of a savage. She's just bald and ruining people.
Maybe that's why Roddy's so pissed off. He's like, dude, they're gonna cut my.
She already told him. She's like, they're gonna shave my head, and Roddy's like,
these motherfuckers. What are you?
Pieces of shit. And he's so pissed off.
Yeah, and he's just like, God.
But I think it. You look at this, Matt.
Because Roddy definitely strikes me as a guy that cares about short hair, long hair.
Yeah, maybe it's because it's almost too obvious, but it has to be Wheeler Yuta.
Yeah, right. Like in the same,
He's got the long, straggly hair,
that he's had for.
Now, does he keep the beard?
I don't know. I mean, it says hair. If I was doing this, I'd go for it all. I'd go complete, head, beard, everything. Just wipe it all clean and start fresh. But, yeah, I mean, who else would it? I mean, Orange Cassidy, I don't think that's happening. That's his whole look.
No. Yeah, no.
That's his whole look. Like I said, it's got my power rankings of head shaving it's Toni Storm, Wheeler Yuta, Marina Shafir, then Orange Cassidy.
Wow, you got Tony number one.
Because I just, in terms of what you could get out of it, it's number one. Okay. Do I think she's the one to actually lose? No. But in terms of getting the most out of it, she's the first. You shave Wheeler Yuta's head, we go, yeah, that's funny. Now Wheeler Yuta's bald. You shave Toni Storm's head, she makes a complete character change out of it. She makes you money out of that.
You're not wrong.
But yeah, at the end of the day, I think it's old Wheeler Yuta's about to get his head shaved.
All right. Well, that's where we're going to start. Let's just
make himself more aerodynamic for when he fights.
Exactly. Let's just hot rod. Let's just talk about. It's my hat now.
It's my hat.
Don't leave my hat.
You want to bring the demons out of me? I've been drinking green tea all damn day.
Don't ask, just bring it.
It's your front yard too,
hey, little girl,
brainiac.
I don't like cherry. It upsets my stomach.
Grainmaker Wrestling Pods in the chat saying, is that Pluggo or Pitbull, Mr. 305? Because I guess I'm worldwide.
Gasolina. Anyway.
I was going to say, is that
Pitbull? Did I just mess my stuff up? Is that Pitbull? That Daddy Yankee? Is Gasolina Daddy Yankee? Did I goof that?
You could.
Which one's which? I know Pitbull's the guy, the bald guy. He's the bald guy.
Daddy Man Gasoline. I don't think that's Pitbull.
It's Daddy Yankee then. So it's
Rainmaker Wrestling Pod. What do you call the new tweeter end zone dance? I call it the tweeter end zone dance. Varsity Blues. We quote Varsity Blues on For Exposure a lot.
Well, then you guys are really feeling it.
Yeah, we'll probably talk about it at Saturday for sure.
All right,
Gasolina is not Pitbull.
Right. Sorry, I'm not one foot too familiar with the
Grand Salami is on Valentine's Day.
Grand Slam.
Grand Slam.
Oh yeah. Why? Yeah. I was like, oh yeah, Grand Slam.
Yeah, that's a baseball.
I know the baseball reference. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, that's on Valentine's.
Listen,
Day.
Valentine's Day ends up on a Saturday this year.
Yeah.
Valentine's Day. AEW is like, yeah, you know what? We're not just doing any old collision. We're doing a pay-per-view on Saturday night. And I'm like, well, great. Thank you for doing that. Why would you pick that night?
So I don't know
I'm not going to be watching.
because I'm going to have things to do.
Yeah. Well,
got to have some romance time.
Maybe in Australia they don't celebrate Valentine's Day.
Maybe. I don't know.
That's true. I'll
I-
ask
I-
our
who
resident
knows?
our resident Australian, Josh Robinson. If you see this, let us know.
Yeah. Unbelievable. All right. So you think? All right. So you picking the death? Are you picking Wheeler Yuta and
Is there-
Marina to win this match?
Is there going to be a bunch of fights that night with like the AEW sickos
Yes.
and their significant others?
Well, let's be honest. 70% of those people don't have significant others. They're wrestling.
They're like, listen, lady, I gotta see this head shaving
Exactly.
match.
There's going to be so many arguments happening.
We can go to the Applebee's anytime you like.
Exactly,
It is
yeah.
Grand Slam tonight.
Yeah.
You're not
Listen,
getting Grand Slam
Applebee's,
tonight
that's a good-
because
yeah.
you're talking shit.
We can go out to dinner any night of the week, all right?
Any night of the
AEW Grand Slam is tonight. We need priorities.
I don't need a corporate holiday to tell me how much I love you, babe. Let me watch this.
Listen, John
I'll take you out
Moxley is
for
fighting
brunch.
Konosuke Takeshita, and if that ain't a Valentine's celebration, what is?
Yeah, honey.
What is?
Listen.
Anyway.
Listen. I'll take you out to brunch. We got to be home by 8.
Yes. Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
If you can't handle that, you even love me.
Yeah. We can go out. We can go out for Valentine's Day, but I need to be on the couch by 7:57 p.m. to get ready for Collision at 8.
This day's not all about you.
Yes.
It's supposed
Valentine's
to be about
Day.
us.
Correct. It's about us as a couple. Respect me, woman. That's exactly how that conversation would go.
If I ever. Now listen, Mrs. Pluggo's a real one. If I told her like I had to watch it, she'd be okay with it. But I would never be like, typical Valentine's Day things where I'd be like, sorry, this is like I locked this in. So, well,
Yeah.
Valentine's Day, the same day as For Exposure. Yes, it is.
That's true.
Yes, it is.
That's a
We're
true
still
statement.
we're still gonna bring you because my Valentine's Day festivities aren't until
Yes, mine aren't until the early evening. So the afternoon, there you go. Well, you better tell her, bro.
You better record that interaction, and I hope it goes down exactly the way
better
that
let
we
her know.
said it would.
You better let her know.
Listen, honey, I got to talk to that JPJ fella. Put that lingerie away.
Listen,
until he's done.
I will openly tell you when that conversation started, and I agreed to do that. I did not even have the thought that it was Valentine's Day when I agreed to do it. And then about 20 minutes after I already accepted, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I think we were
That's
talking,
Valentine's Day.
and I was like, I'm not available.
Luckily, it's earlier in the afternoon when the plans aren't like, so I can just get home, it'll be a fun time. But I was like, oh, whoops. I was like, I totally forgot that was Valentine's Day. Bless.
Yeah, so we're doing like this joint deal. My daughter's birthday is the following weekend. And she's a teenager now, so she might have friends plans.
She's too
and
cool
stuff.
for you. She's too cool
Right,
for you.
but she's coming down, so we're gonna what we do because Mrs. Pluggo and I don't necessarily celebrate Valentine's Day. Believe it or not, she doesn't really vibe with it, and like I'm okay if that's fine. So what I do is I tell the boys, I'm like, we got to take mom out. You guys got to take mom out for Valentine's Day, or like any gifts I get her are from the boys, and I always make I'm like, this is from I didn't do anything, so we're gonna take the girls out for Valentine's Day.
Nice. And Sullivan, not true. Actually, I have a
forgot.
I have a 3-course meal booked for us that has drink pairings
At the
every course.
Applebee's.
At the Applebee's down
For
the street.
25.
That's where we're gonna go. We're going to the Longhorn.
Yes.
We're going to the Longhorn Steakhouse.
Are you really?
No.
I was gonna say you got Longhorn Steakhouse money.
I do have a Longhorn Steakhouse. You know what's oddly enough is this Longhorn Steakhouse is 10 minutes from where I live now. It's never been more than 25 minutes away from me my whole life. I have never once eaten at a Longhorn Steakhouse.
We have one.
Not once.
We have one too.
Not
I've
once.
never been in there. Didn't Chris Jericho lose his AEW World
He did.
Championship at a Longhorn
He did.
Steakhouse?
Yes, he
Yeah,
did.
he did.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Yes, he did.
No, he has
no,
a gift card plug. Hey, listen.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
I'm not in this economy. If you have a gift card, listen.
No,
that
one of our regular establishments that we go to. It's a place in the wonderful town of
It's Arby's. They got the 3 for me.
Yeah. Oddly enough, we don't have an Arby's around.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's an Arby's in Massachusetts. I don't think there is.
Fair.
I'm not throwing shade on Longhorn. I'm just saying I've never been. It's on the same level as Outback, right? Is that the similar?
I have no idea.
Like the same level of.
I've never been there, so I don't know. But I've been to Outback.
No, but one of our favorite establishments is doing a Valentine's menu. It's a 3-courser, and you get a cocktail with each course.
Oh, there you go.
And that's what we're doing.
I like that.
But it's not until the evening.
Yeah,
so
perfect. Yeah, so you got time.
love it.
You got time to hang out with old Shep.
You love it.
You orders this lady a nice ice water. Girl, get whatever you like. Get her an ice water.
That's why you do the pairing where the drinks come with it. So you just pay the price. It's pricey. It's 100. It's pricey, but yeah, you get the 3 cocktails, you get dessert, you get a nice little couple. Yeah. That's what we're doing.
Get the cocktails, get dessert, watch Wheeler Yuta get his freaking head shaved.
Yeah, exactly. We'll be home by 8:00, so I can watch.
That's my official prediction. I don't love it because I don't think it. I like to think outside the box when it comes to that stuff. I would rather Toni Storm got her head shaved. But,
so pick it.
But listen, but I got to win one of these once in a while. No, you're right. Toni Storm's gonna get her head shaved.
Yeah,
because she even said it. She's like, "I'm ready."
Yeah,
she's ready. Well, the thing is, too, what threw me too is with the Mina thing. I think they're going to avenge for Mina, and I think it might be Marina. I don't know. I'm going with Wheeler.
I think Orange Cassidy and Tony are winning. I think Orange Cassidy and Tony are winning the match. It feels like a pretty safe pick to pick Wheeler Yuta. Like it feels like a no-brainer almost, but maybe that's why they're going to swerve us, and it's going to be Marina or something like that.
She'd own that.
She would own it and look even more like a savage to me.
Like when they were doing that triple threat, when they were doing that trios match last night, and she's like just walking in and out of the action off the side. She didn't even flinch, didn't even phase her. She's just in the mix, just like this the whole time. I was like, yeah, her bald shit.
Yeah,
you wouldn't mess with her.
Yeah.
Will there be a barber's chair there? Will they have like the old barber's chair?
I think they just give them the clippers. Yeah, they have to. They do the old barber's chair. That'd be fun. All right. So we have that one. Then we have ourselves a singles match with the winner receiving the AEW World Championship opportunity at Revolution. It is Hangman Adam Page going one-on-one with Andrade El Idolo.
That's my pick.
You're picking Andrade?
Yeah.
Wow. All right. I'm picking Hangman.
You know what? We've been there, done that, seen that.
Hangman, I don't disagree. Well, but
I love Hangman.
Not for the title one-on-one.
But we've still seen it. It's kind of a thing. But Andrade's, man, he's on fire right now. Beating Omega.
Beat Gabe Kidd over in Japan.
Yeah, like, why not? Like, why not give me Andrade MJF at Revolution? Just, you can always go back to Hangman.
Oh, and I completely agree. I just don't think they'll do heel versus heel. That's the only reason I don't think they'll do it. I think they'll do the.
But I don't think AEW cares about
they
that
don't,
as much
and they
as
don't.
The other company.
I agree. I just feel like in this case, I feel like we'll get Hangman. I think it's going to be Hangman and MJF.
Plus, you do know that they like people hate the Don Callis family. MJF could get some. He could still be a heel, and people kind of get behind him a little bit because they're like, "Yes, fuck Don Callis." You're right.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. I like what they've been doing with Andrade a lot. He doesn't have to keep up with the Mike Chef. He can have Don Callis do the talking for him, and then you just can do that. And I just like, I don't know. It's kind of in the same ilk that I had with Tommaso, where it's like you got him, you've heated him up. He's right there. It's something different that we haven't seen any kind of iteration of. Let me have it. If Hangman wins this thing, though, like, I wouldn't be upset at all. And I don't think you're wrong either. I think, like, it makes perfect sense. This shit could end in some weird finish where they both end up getting the spot.
Yeah.
But then again, you're that's you assuming Brody King ain't winning.
Well, we're not there yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So because then Andrade could be the heel to Brody's face, but we're not there yet. But if it's MJF, I think either way you slice it, we're all going to win here. So
yeah. We have ourselves a tag team match for the AEW Women's World Tag Team Championships. It is the Babes of Wrath defending against Mega Bad.
You got to do it like the Babes of Wrath. You got to amp it up. Dude. You got to get hyped about it. It's like that's how they say it.
Right, well, you just did it.
We're the Babes of Wrath, and we're like, we're the Babes of Wrath. Wrath. Yeah. Like, she's all amped up. Yeah, Mega Bad. That's
against Mega Bad, Megan Bayne, and Penelope Ford. I have a title change happening right here, Pluggo. I think that if Penelope Ford never got injured, I think Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford were going to win that tournament, to be honest with you. And I thought they were going to be the first ever women's tag team champions, but I think they made a good pivot with the injury to Penelope Ford, and the Babes of Wrath earned that spot. So I think Saturday we are seeing new AEW Women's World Champions Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford.
Can I just say, I was watching last night during that segment with Harley Cameron and Willow Nightingale, and for like the splittest of split seconds, I was like, is Willow going to turn on Harley at some point?
Really? No, you don't think they?
No, right. It was like a fleeting moment of like, I don't want that.
That's the WWE poison in you.
And I was like, Willow. No, it was like a split second. I was like, Willow's not that type of person. She does have the TBS championship though, so I could see the switch happening. But yeah, I was just, I like to tell you how I was feeling in the moment watching this. And I was just like, because she gave her this like, not like she just looked over, and Harley's like, I'm sorry, blah blah blah. It's like, Willow's gonna I don't think it'll happen. I think it'll be a good match. I do think, I think you got it right there. I think there's a time because we got Willow, she's got the TBS championship. I feel bad. I feel bad for Harley because then what do you do with Harley Cameron, my girl? But and it is on it, But Megan Bayne from Penelope Ford is back. They have looked really good. Like, they look good together. She's back in the mix. It's time for Megan Bayne to get some gold around her waist. Why not?
Yep.
Why not?
That's what I think. As we found out on Dynamite last night, it will be a ladder match for the AEW TNT Championship. Game 7 between Kyle Fletcher and Mark Briscoe. It's Kyle Fletcher all day. I think we are both in agreement there.
Hopscotch. Briscoe. Yeah, listen, I don't want to be that guy, but there's nothing about this match that new because he just won the title on Wednesday.
Yeah.
They had one promo segment together. We've seen this match 6 other times. I think it's going to be good. Don't get me wrong, but I think Kyle Fletcher figures out. And if he doesn't, where's all his buddies? He's got 19 friends that could help him win. Even though he did say he wanted to do this by himself.
Yeah.
When he won it. Is he going to break away from the Don Callis family at some point and just go on like this uber baby face like run? Like he's starting to win.
I don't think it's going to be Fletcher that does that. I think it's going to be the guy we're going to talk about in the next match. That's going to do
at some point this has got to implode, right?
I mean, some people need to break off.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a lot of them.
Not Fletcher. Okay.
No, I think Fletcher's one of the golden boys.
Because but he's starting to win people over by his match work, and eventually he's going to have to do the baby face run. If you want to be the face of a company, you have to be able to do both.
Yeah, I mean it will happen eventually. I just don't think he's going to be the next guy.
Not Saturday. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Because I think the first guy that does it is going to be in the next match we're going to talk about. It is a singles match for the AEW Continental Championship. It is Jon Moxley defending against Konosuke Takeshita. Yeah. This match should be quite good. This is going to be my type of match. They're going to beat the absolute piss out of each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to be honest with you, Pluggo.
I think Takeshita should win it.
Yeah, you did.
I think Takeshita should win this title from Jon Moxley. I don't know if he's going to, but I'm going to pick him to because I think he should. I got Takeshita winning this from Moxley on Saturday. I do.
So we got Wheeler Yuta going bald.
Yep.
We got Jon Moxley losing his title.
Yep. And I got the Babes of Wrath losing the titles.
Just all sorts of chaos.
Yep.
No, this match is going to be awesome. We all sat there when Jon Moxley won the Continental Classic. We're like, it should have been Fletcher or Takeshita. Here's a chance to give Takeshita a signature win over Moxley and put the title on him, and then bring gold back into the Don Callis family.
Yep.
Because Moxley keeps sneaking out. I don't want to say sneaking out in a negative way, but he keeps finding ways to get these wins because his matches that it's been him taking more of a beating than we're used to, and then he bulldog chokes a guy at the end and wins it. I think we could see Takeshita raise Sam with some gold. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
How long is Jon Moxley going to hold that? And then you could always Jon Moxley go. I'm going to go get this world title picture and let these guys remember who I am.
Yeah, I think it's a really good opportunity to.
They're in a really
put
good.
It on Takeshita.
They're in a really good spot right now in AEW with like the not just the main stories, the under stories, the options the avenues that they could go to tell other stories. People that are not watching are just haters to hate. Like, there's so much intricate stuff going on right now.
Yeah.
Shouted from the rooftops. I'm excited for Grand Slam. Whenever I get the opportunity to watch it, I'm going to try to watch.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm not going to probably be watching this until sometime Sunday, most likely.
Yeah.
Just because Saturday, we got things to do on Saturday.
We got to get that molten lava cake.
Molten lava cake.
From the Applebee's.
We got to get that burger dipped in cheese.
Oh, dude, that looks fucking good. What are you talking about?
Talking about this, I was saying like I have not been to an Applebee's in a very, very, very long time. It's not usually a place that I think about. Guy? I love Chili's. Oh my god, the sweet dude.
Yeah, dude.
For a chain restaurant, Chili's is one of the better ones.
Our significant others are the luckiest ladies on the planet.
Yeah, they just sit there every day and they go, "How did we get so lucky that we got these two? We landed these two guys. How did we get so blessed?
Oh,
how did we get so
blessed? They fucking sit in the basement, talk about wrestling, and want to take us to a Chili's. She'd be down with Mrs. Pluggo loves Chili's. So she'd be down.
Oh yeah.
I think I got to talk to the daughter because it's more her. We're gonna let her pick. So I got to see where she wants to go. And I told her though, it's like it is Valentine's Day, so
you got to pick early. You can't be waiting around.
I'm gonna have to literally you're gonna have to tell me that morning, and I'm gonna have to put in
that morning. You should already be doing it now, bro.
Oh yeah, I don't know. See, I don't know if chain restaurants take reservations though. If she picks
on Valentine's Day, they might have special shit going on.
They might. I'll have to listen. I told her that. I said, hey, you might have a couple options available. Yeah. We're gonna end up at a Denny's or something.
Hey, listen, you get the moons over Miami, baby. You'll be fine.
We're gonna be fine.
That's delicious.
We're gonna end up at Burger King. I'll get her a crown.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Happy Valentine's Day.
Do you know? I don't know if it's still there, but the largest Burger King in the history of the world, or at least at one point in my life, it was in the town that I grew up in. That's right. Huge ass Burger King.
Yeah.
Huge.
Hell yeah, dude.
Anyway, the main event, Grand Slam. It is for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. It is MJF defending against Brody.
Is he even allowed to be there?
Well, that report was refuted.
Yeah.
But we can talk about that too, because what a wild day.
How does
that even start? If it's not true, which the guy who said it's not true, which is Sean, which is a very reputable
our guy
person,
Sean.
Obviously.
I usually, anytime anything crazy gets out there, I immediately go to Sean's Twitter or something and make sure.
I popped on the Kayfabe and Coffee this morning with our pal Kyle over at the Main Event Network, and we talked about it because at that point the reports were coming out all morning that, and again, it was never reported by Fightful until he made the report that it wasn't true.
Mm-hmm.
But the reports were coming from like not just like unreputable account. They were
there were
from reputable people as well.
Yeah, there was
and,
like Meltzer, I think, said something.
Yeah, and they said that Warner Brothers were the ones that made the decision to not have him there. And that obviously sparked a ton of conversation, a ton of outrage, if that was the reason, for sure.
Yeah.
But then we find out later on in the day that, you know, again, from Fightful, they say that he had already been traveling over to Australia for media, like the Babes of Wrath and stuff like that.
Sure.
And he was never scheduled to be on the show. So all those rumors were not true.
Plus, even
at least what Sean heard. It would not.
And that would just be such a bad look.
Yeah. I was like, do you think that would solve the problem, or do you think that would make the problem way worse for you?
It would make the problem way worse. And then when I initially saw the report, and I'm thinking, so is Saturday night off? Like, how are you going to keep this guy off of TV because of what crowds do?
Yeah. So
you know what I mean? It's not, listen, Brody fully supports that message 1000%, but he's not starting the chant. You know what I mean? We had Adrian Hernandez on last week, and he said it was an organic thing that just kind of happened in that moment.
Yes.
So it's hard to, all you'd have to do is you just mute the crowd. It's on a delay. All TV's on a delay. But yeah, I'm glad that that's not the case. I'm glad that that's not true. I'm glad Brody King's getting his shot here.
I am too. I love Brody King. I would love to see it happen, Pluggo, but it's not going to happen on Saturday.
Yeah, I saw some people going like, maybe they'll ride the hot hand, maybe they'll strike while the iron's hot. Listen, they did that yesterday. They showed you that they're the show that's willing, so they got you all excited, right? You're all sitting there, you're all going, look, that Tekla. Oh, look what they did with Fletcher. They might do it with Brody too. No, that's why they did it on Wednesday, because they're going to get you all psyched up. We're all going to get pumped for our guy Brody, and then MJF's piece of shit ass. And kayfabe, we love MJF. He's going to win. That's why they did it on. That's why they did that on Wednesday, to get people like, and Shep's in the chat. I saw Tanner's clip. Oh, maybe they're going to ride the hot hand and go with Brody. I saw the Kicking Out podcast guys get all excited. Nope.
Pluggo, I've been calling it for a little bit now. Saturday evening, we're going to see the return of one Buddy Matthews. He is going to return at this show during this match, and he is going to cost Brody King this match against MJF. And MJF will retain and remain the World Heavyweight Champion of All Elite Wrestling. I just think Buddy's been out for a long time. Obviously, former tag partner with Brody. It's in Australia. If he's healthy, which I hope he is, and good to go, I think it makes perfect sense. Brody just squashed MJF last week. MJF will need some assistance in defeating Brody King, I believe. Because I don't think he can do it straight up.
Unless he's pulling the ultimate swerve of all time, and you know what I mean? Like we talked about, like if he's pulling that, like, oh, I'm playing you week 18 of the NFL season, and you're my first round playoff opponent. I'm not showing you everything I've got, so I'm just going to let you ragdoll me, and then. Unless he's pulling the ultimate ruse, he's going to have somebody come out and help him. And why not Buddy Matthews, who'd be like, hey, you're getting all these opportunities. I thought you were down with us. The second I'm out, you make it all about you. Yeah. I paid, or even the MJF paying somebody storyline, you can always run that back.
Yep, 100%.
But
and
now
I think that's where we're going.
If Buddy Matthews aligns with MJF and becomes, his muscle, does that also mean he gets access to Rhea Ripley as potential muscle too? What's mine is mine and what's yours is mine, marriage
probably
style?
Not. I'd probably say no.
We're not going to see Rhea Ripley show up in AEW on Grand Slam?
My guess would be not.
Okay. Kind of like when Cardona he staked like 1/4 claim to the women's tag championships when Chelsea Green held them. Does Rhea Ripley have like?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I don't think so.
No.
That'd be pretty good.
It'd be a great time, but I would never have it. It'd be a great time. It'd be a great time. But Grand Slam should be good. Like, that's a good card for a free television show.
Yeah. Now, is going to air at 8 o'clock? Is it going to get spoiled?
Yes, it will. At the time that it airs live in the States, spoilers will be out there. It'll be recorded already. In Australia, you just got super choppy, bro.
On like the Friday night, what's the time differential there? So 8 o'clock Saturday in the States.
That'll be like midday Sunday for them.
But it's going to be recorded by the time I'm watching it. So would it have happened Friday?
Oh yeah, so yeah, for us it'll be like late,
but it'll be early morning Saturday.
Yeah. Early morning Saturday, something like that.
So
because it'll be, I assume it'll be at night for them, obviously, when it's live for them.
So it'll be Saturday
which
night
would be
for them,
in the wee hours of the morning for us.
So I guess if you wanted to get up and slap on a VPN and try to do it that way, you could.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
I ain't about that life.
No.
I got up early and when the chamber was in Australia, I did the 4 a.m. watch along for that here on this very channel, and I was like,
I did this year's Wrestle Kingdom watch along on our pal Jamie's channel.
Yeah, you did.
And I had to. They went live at 1:30 in the morning, and I was like, all right, let's do it.
Oh, so they're doing it at 2 p.m. City time, so it's midday for them. Good for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Either way you slice it, it's a good Grand Slam. It's better than the last one. I think they learned their lesson. I think it's better than the last time they did the Grand Slam in Australia.
Yeah. 6 matches, 4 of them are championship matches. One of them is for a chance at the World Championship. The other one, someone's getting their head shaved.
I think they're testing the waters a little bit of potentially making this more of a pay-per-view, because they ramped it up this time around.
Oh yeah,
this card is pretty stacked, like you said, and if all you'd have to do is you could have added a couple more matches to this thing, and then you might be able to fill a bigger arena and make it a bigger spectacle. But hey, I'm here for it.
Yeah, 100%.
They have Brisbane,
yes,
so house rules, baby.
Yeah, so that tells me that, Scott's saying it should be live. It would 8 p.m. Saturday is 2 p.m. Sunday in Sydney. It should be live, but they do have a Brisbane house show on Sunday, so it's not going to be. It
works. I don't understand.
Whatever. I think the spoilers will be out there though, but.
Which is fine. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. I usually do a good job of not. I don't really look for them, so it's kind of not terrible or hard for me to avoid that. So
if I stumble, I don't get mad like some people get mad.
No, I mean it is what it is.
Yeah, well, now I'm not going to watch the show because you spoiled it on your page. That's a you problem, man.
Correct.
Sorry, I'm still going to watch the show because that's what I do.
Agreed.
I can't give you these scathing hot takes if I don't watch the program.
Agreed. But, so that's really the AEW stuff going on. We are still on the road to WrestleMania over in WWE. We had Raw on Monday. We had some more qualifying matches for the Elimination Chamber.
We had a major injury that has stifled the road to WrestleMania.
Yeah, the big news of the week in WWE was Braun Breaker had a hernia, had to have emergency surgery. He is out for an indefinite amount of time. So that obviously means another injury for the Vision. So the Vision's kind of in the middle of nowhere right now.
Another reason that you strike when the iron's hot and stop trying to force everything down to WrestleMania road.
Correct.
God damn. Poor Braun. But
yeah,
you're right. Another injury for the Vision. They didn't really do anything outside of, if you were on the Adam Pearce is the Masked Man bandwagon, you now believe that he's not, because he was in the shot when the Masked Man was part of the main event. But I will say, if you're thinking that Masked Man's operating, you've never seen the movie Scream then. There were two guys.
No one coming up.
I saw that. Yeah, that's what made me think of it. I was like, oh, there was 2 guys under the mask in the first Scream. Maybe Pierce is like, hey, you go out there, I'll go out there. But yeah, the poor Vision, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Snake bitten. It makes me wonder where we would be right now had Seth not gotten hurt.
We would be heading towards Sami Zayn versus Seth
You think
Rollins
so?
at the WrestleMania for the title.
Yeah. So Sammy got hurt, and then Braun's out now. So now it's Bronson Reed, Austin Theory, and Logan Paul.
Yep. Yep.
I don't know how I feel about that as a group. Honestly.
No. Yeah. Raw started off with the promo segment. Shocker, I know. Everyone, please sit down. I know you're all knocked out of your seats that Raw started with the promo segment.
Hey, the Dynamite has been for the last couple.
Yeah, Dynamite start. Yeah, no, it's true. It's true.
Tony Schiavone's out there with his lemon pepper steppers.
Yeah. Becky Lynch started the show, and she was going crazy in the ring about AJ. She was mumbling over her words. She was acting like a crazy person.
Yeah.
And then AJ Lee comes on out. Thunderous pop for AJ. She says, I'm not here for you tonight, Becky. I'm here to support my girl, Maxine Dupree. But Becky kind of cuts her off, complains. She says, you act all cute and blah, blah, blah with your dumb eyebrows. They start going back and forth. AJ calls her dramatic. She says, look, I don't know if you're upset with me or what I've done to get on your bad side, except beat you at WrestlePalooza and then beat you at War Games. And then maybe I cost you your title at Madison Square Garden to Maxine.
And then just stop showing up.
Yeah. And then I was, and then
it's not like you went and did another feud, AJ. You stopped showing up after you screwed Becky. And then you were just like, I'm going to take my ball and go home.
Yeah. Becky says she needs to get rid of her. She says Elimination Chamber in Chicago. Do you want to go one-on-one with the greatest of all time? And we know that's not just her saying that. Sports Illustrated says it. Bleacher Report says it.
I've been saying it.
Yep. So she challenges her to a match. AJ then says, well, it really needs to be like worth it for me, like special or worth it. She goes, you do say you're one of the greatest of all time. Why don't you put the title up?
Yeah.
And Becky says, nah, not going to do that. And then AJ basically goads her into accepting the match. So we are going to get the match at Elimination Chamber, Becky Lynch, AJ Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was fun. We're getting the one-on-one. I still think we're still going to get this match at Mania as well. Yeah. I do think that's what we're going to do here. So I don't know if Becky wins by cheating
at least
in Chicago to get major heat, and then AJ wins the thing at Mania. Fernando in the chat thinks that AJ is just going to win it in a couple weeks in Chicago.
I mean,
and then maybe would Becky then get her match back at some? I don't know. I feel like this is the WrestleMania match still, the two of them, even though we're having it at Chamber.
At least they're not throwing Becky in the Chamber as the IC champion. They're doing something different. But.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Fernando, you might be right, and then that just drives Becky nuts, and she figures out a way to get the match at Mania, but yeah, that's tough. But AJ Lee winning in Chicago would be huge.
It would. I don't know. We're going to have to see what they do. We're going to have to see what they do.
Power couple winning in Chicago. Punk winning, Becky winning. Or not Becky, AJ winning. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a tough one. We'll see how the 28th shakes out, I guess.
Yep. Let's see here. Rhea Ripley won an Elimination Chamber qualifying match. She defeated Lyra Valkyria and Ivy Nile. So Rhea, who is one half of the Women's Tag Team Champions, is somehow in the Elimination Chamber fighting for the World Championship. Or
Io's going to be in there too, right?
100%.
She has a qualifying match probably next week, I'd imagine.
Yeah. Yeah, she does. And then the main event of the show was another qualifying match. It was LA Knight versus Austin Theory versus Penta, and LA Knight got the victory. So LA Knight is in the men's Elimination Chamber match. Then there was a big, Maxine and Natty
That was something.
double count out. They did a
That was-
double count out
that
thing,
was-
so they didn't really have a match. It was just really
Why?
Natty and her just kind of fighting around and then AJ Lee came out, made the save, and then Becky Lynch attacked AJ, which makes me think: do we see a tag match here with Maxine and AJ versus Natty and
Next week on Raw?
and I don't know if they would have AJ fight on. I don't know.
I would
maybe
hope
maybe that happens on the road to Mania. Maybe,
but then why do it there?
I don't know.
Listen, I love AJ Lee, and I'm happy that but give her some matches. Like, I understand that it's the road to WrestleMania. This is a big match, and it writes itself. But like, get some matches under her belt. Like, why not? This could be an easy, fun little Becky and Natty. Because like Fernando said, Becky, Natty, AJ. Like, Natty has beef with Becky too. Because of the Rumble, and then Natty's going to want that title. So you could always have AJ and Natty get another one over on the road to the Chamber here. I wouldn't hate if they pulled the trigger on that on Monday. I don't know if they will, like you said, but yeah, that could make sense.
Yeah, wouldn't hate it.
I could see Becky walking out too, just being like, I don't want nothing to do with this shit.
Yeah, that'd be fun. All right, we had a big promo segment. Michael Cole was supposed to interview CM Punk in the ring, but Finn Balor storms, takes the mic from him. He starts saying that everybody seems to have forgotten that he hurt the World Heavyweight Champion and that Punk is still hurt, and it wouldn't be the first time that Roman Reigns has taken advantage of him. He said he's tired of being an afterthought. He's done being pushed around. He wants CM Punk in a world title, and he wants him in Chicago at Elimination Chamber. He says, "You beat me on my turf. It's about time I repay the favor." He wants the match in Chicago. Adam Pearce then comes out. What the hell's Adam Pearce's problem?
This fucking guy.
With Finn Balor.
What the
hell's going on here?
That's Adam Pearce's problem with anybody.
Listen, he has a stressful job.
He does. But don't ruin
What's he going? You don't have a spot for him in the Royal Rumble, but you got a spot for fucking La Parka.
And then he's all like, don't, Punk, think about the WrestleMania main event. The contract's already signed, yada, yada, yada. It's like,
ridiculous.
What are we supposed to do then until Mania's not till the end of April?
Yeah. So
what? CM Punk is just supposed to sit on the shelf wrapped in bubble wrap?
I mean, well, Jade hasn't defended her title in 3 months, so what the hell's the
that's
matter?
a whole nother
Well, no, we're gonna talk about that after we. Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, in Adam Pearce's world, like, you bitch and moan when you have a heel not want to defend his championship, and you're like, you better start defending it. But then you have a baby face who's like, I'll fight anybody at all times and beat him, and you're like, don't do it. Like, it's so obvious. I listen. I can go.
Ridiculous.
Adam Pearce is gonna be awkward when I meet you in South Bend in August, because you're gonna be like, this fucking guy.
Yeah.
He might be out of a job by then, though. Not from the company, but I think the way that the vision and the way that, like, Paul Heyman has been talking about legal issues and this and that, like, there might be some kind of thing happen between now and August. But yeah, let Punk fucking fight. Don't you want that?
No.
Sure, the way Finn Balor went about it is weird in storyline sense. Like, he didn't do it the right way. But he's not. But you weren't going to look at him otherwise. He wasn't. You don't even want him in the main event of WrestleMania, because if he beats CM Punk, he's in the driver's seat. That'd be wild.
So,
Finn Balor just 1, 2, 3 at the Chamber in Chicago beats CM Punk.
That would be nuts.
What you want to talk about moments? Ooh, buddy.
Yeah. So Pierce comes out. He's saying it's not happening. Main event at Mania is already set in stone. We're not ruining this.
No.
And then Punk comes out and basically says, hey, no, I'm a fighting champion. He wants a match. Chicago, I'll give him the match. Pierce is like, damn it, no. He goes, but Punk's like, all right, well, what about right now tonight in Cleveland? Like, let's go. They want to see a fight. Like, let's do it tonight. He goes, I beat your ass in Belfast. I'll beat your ass in Cleveland. He goes, but if you want it to get your ass beat in Chicago, make the match, Pierce. And Pierce is like, no. And Punk's like, make the damn match.
I'll hold up this whole show.
Yeah, Punk says, I'm the champion. I deserve some say. Give me the match, or I'll spend the rest of the night chasing him around and knock his teeth down his throat. And then Pierce looks at at Punk, and he says, do not make me regret this. And he makes the match official, so it's happening.
What are you going to regret, man? That's what I don't understand.
Well, because if Punk loses, you lose your WrestleMania main event match with Reigns, and that's the marquee match.
Sure.
So I understand Pierce's.
But you're the WWE. I'm sure you just next man up.
I get that. But you also have a massive main event and Roman and Punk set in stone,
sure.
You don't want it to get ruined.
But you as a general manager should never, ever sit there on your television in front of a talent and say you're not good enough for that spot.
Well,
you shouldn't do that. That's what he did. Finn Balor's sitting right there, and he's like, Punk, don't you get it? Don't ruin our main event. It's the marquee money main event. For Finn Balor should take offense to that.
Yeah.
As a manager, you should. Not everybody's fit for the main event at WrestleMania. I agree, but you shouldn't be the guy sitting there telling that guy that he's. Well, what am I fighting for? Why am I on your brand if you're telling me that I could potentially ruin your send me to SmackDown, Pierce. Let me go hang out with Nick Aldis, bro.
Yeah,
let me go do a run in NXT.
It's understandable to look at it that way. Fernando in the chat says you got to protect the Mania main event, and I don't disagree.
But then, my point of it is the only reason I was like, this is kind of goofy, was are you sitting here telling me because Roman Reigns isn't coming back until March?
Correct.
So you're telling me for the next 6 weeks, CM Punk is just going to come out and kiss babies and shake hands? Like that's not what he. But that's what I'm saying. Like that's not what he's there for.
Well, I think he should be wrestling like on the TV shows, but he doesn't necessarily have to defend his title.
Then why have it? Where you just said Jade doesn't defend hers. Dom hasn't defended the IC title in a hot minute. The tag division is obviously not where.
Well, we had a tag title match on this show.
We did. Rhea and Io. They ain't really. You know what I'm saying? So like. What's he just? We're just gonna. Those are just shiny objects that are only for WrestleMania. Then, like, okay, cool. Drew isn't defending his title at the Chamber. So what? That's what I point. Like, why make it that? Why make it because we must protect the main event at all costs? Like, why go down that road and say that the rest of the stuff doesn't matter? That's my problem.
All right,
that's my only gripe. Like, are you telling me that this Elimination Chamber doesn't matter then? CM Punk seems to think it does.
Well, it's in Chicago.
Right. But that's
if this was in Boston, Massachusetts, him and AJ wouldn't be here. They wouldn't be here.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. But, like, on my TV screen, you're telling me, like, the Vegas main event is more important than everything else.
Well, yeah, but I think they've always operated from a level in storyline and on the TV screen that the WrestleMania main event is the ultimate goal of everybody.
But I don't know. Last year's Chamber, though, that got wild real quick, and it was huge, and it was that's what I'm saying. Like, we all know that. You don't have to tell me that on TV. You just book the match that CM Punk wants the match. Okay, and you say, hey. You come at it from an angle of like, hey, Punk, you've worked for this. You've worked for the main event at WrestleMania. You don't blow it. Not we have to protect it because the contract is signed. You gotta tell. That's where Pierce kind of, in my mind, kind of blew it for me. Where it was like he didn't come at it from a sense of like, hey, Punk, you're losing. Finn's gonna take your spot because you should want your company and all of your people will have to put Finn in that spot. If you lose this, you lose your opportunity because there's not a spot for you in the Chamber. This is it. He didn't do that. He was all like, we got to protect the investment. It's like, don't come. That's where I was like, that's goofy.
Fair. That's fair.
But hey, Adam might take Mrs. Plug. What the fuck, Shep?
Damn.
Take Mrs. Pluggo.
Damn.
Adam Pierce ain't got nothing on this. Mrs. Pluggo, she damn. Whoa, damn, Shep.
CM Punk hangs back to chat with Cole. He says, I thought we had an interview to do. What do you want to ask me? Cole then asks him the question and says, why would you jeopardize your WrestleMania main event for this?
See, Cole did it. Cole did the right thing.
And
Pierce
Punk
did not.
And Punk says, I take issue with that word jeopardize, rolling it around in my mouth a little before saying, I'm not jeopardizing anything. I'm building something. I'm chasing something. And that something is greatness. He says, I've been a fighting champion. These people deserve to see every Monday night. And there's a story I've told over 10 years ago with the 434 days I was champion. And all I'm trying to do is be in the 1%, is be 1% better every day. And the responsibility of wearing this crown. I will fight every day to prove that he is what he says he is. And that is best in the world. He says, I'm not jeopardizing anything. I'm brave enough to put it all on the line for these people, humble enough to know it can end on any night, anywhere, and confident enough to know that shit ain't happening.
Boom. See,
and that was a good line. That was a good line.
That was great. That was perfect. Cole said it right, and then he explained it. Adam Pearce was being weird about it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. And then he calls Roman Reigns out. He says, I don't really believe that. He goes, I don't really believe I hate you. How could I? He goes, I don't think I hate what you're trying to build. I think I hate that, wait, I'm sorry. I wrote this terribly. He goes, he doesn't think he hates what he's trying to build. He thinks he hates that he knows he can't do a damn thing to stop it. There's one way WrestleMania ends, and it's with his hand raised and the ring announcer saying, and still heavyweight champion of the world, the best in the world, CM Punk. He shakes Michael Cole's hands and leaves to a hero's, not welcome, but a hero's cheers from the crowd.
Yeah, can we get, for the next couple of weeks, it would be nice if Roman could cut us some promos of him like by the pool and just being like, you got to be there. I don't have to be there. Instead of CM Punk just talking into the void for 3 weeks.
Well, he'll be dealing with Finn, though.
Sure, but again, he's dealing with Finn, but the Roman stuff hits still until Finn loses, or it's the main event. So, can I just be Roman being like, "Yeah, hey, bud,
yeah, I wouldn't hate it.
Yeah, you're out there panhandling and glad handing all these people. I'm over by the pool, bud, because I can."
Yeah,
but they're not. They're not going to do that.
No, we got an Obafemi promo. A vignette where he talks about how people are afraid of change, and he's going to be on Raw next week. So I guess we don't know what show Oba's technically going to be on yet. He was on SmackDown. He beat up poor Kit Wilson, got his ass whooped.
What the fuck?
What the hell, man?
Leave Kit alone, dude.
He's just trying to.
They didn't have to do that.
They're not going to do that to Kit.
Because he also absolutely blasted the War Raiders last week too.
He did. He did. He ruined the War Raiders last week on Raw. Yeah. He ruined Kit Wilson. He's going to be on Raw again on Monday.
Like, what are the War Raiders going to do? They're going to be like, hey, we want to beat up Oba together.
Yeah.
You guys are done. Yeah, I don't know what we do with Oba there. Where do you think he would fit best? Raw
I
or
would put him on SmackDown.
Okay.
That's where I would put him. I would put him on SmackDown, have him with Drew and Cody and kind of everything that's going on there. I like the idea of Trick and Oba on the same show as well. I would put him on SmackDown. I feel like SmackDown would be good for him.
Sure.
Here's my thing, though, and we can talk about this the last few minutes. I think it's there. WWE is going to run. Okay, we've been talking about the world title picture, and we've been talking about kind of how they have fumbled. Now Braun's injured, so it is what it is. But they kind of fumbled the Braun stuff, and we need you. When you hear the pops that Oba, the crowd's already chanting Oba, like they're already, and even with Trick Williams, like when Trick Williams gets on the screen, that is a literal pop every time. Like, they're running into a situation where these guys are going to be like pretty undeniably.
Yeah, well, because Trick's got that it factor, that young, cool, like, whoop that Trick. It's catchy, and that's what gets the youth going, man. That's what gets younger people going, is a good catchphrase. The Yeet stuff with Jey Uso is prime example. Where, and Oba's got the, the swagger about him, and he's different, and he's big, too. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just feel like they're going to run into a situation here where the crowd is going to be like, yeah, we want these guys. We want these guys to be the guys. And I don't know how they can. Again, they just got up, so I'm not saying they've been treating them actually well, I believe, and Javon too. Like they've been treating them well on the TV screen, but like I feel like sooner than later, especially with Oba, but Trick too, because I get that vibe every time his music hits and the pop. I'm like, I don't think you're going to be able I don't think you're going to be able to get away to the audience and get away with what you've done with Braun Breaker with these two guys. Because I don't think you've gotten away with this either. I think there's a lot of people, including us, that are upset about it.
We didn't get away. They didn't get away with the Carmelo. They didn't get away with it. They need. And then Fernando says we want the future now. I don't necessarily need Trick and Javon and Obo like immediately in the title picture.
Yeah.
But that United States Championship, you better make it like the Intercontinental. I think Dom is still not 100% clear. That's why he's just playing second to live right now.
Yeah.
But let's get that Intercontinental Championship picture going. Like, tell me you wouldn't love like Trick and Oba, in a feud for that. Like, make those other titles mean something.
Mm-hmm.
Get get the tag division back up and running. Start building through your. That's what those titles were for. That's what they used to always be for. Vehicles to go. So that when we decide to cool some, like when Roman goes on vacation and Punk ultimately takes some time off, you could slot them in as 1B,
Yeah.
Do that. Why aren't we building that up right now? It doesn't have to be world title or bust. And you had a guy with Braun, and obviously we talked about it on Monday a little bit when I was on your show. Some of the stuff that they did with Braun was obviously because I think they knew he was hurt. So they had to cool him down. But up until that point, like he should have won it on January, the first Raw Netflix of the year. He should have won it there, and then you deal with it after the fact because you had him. But yeah, you said it. Like Trick and Oba are going to end up in this situation where the crowd is going to turn on quick if they start taking L's in these matches where we clearly want them to be the one that wins. They're going to have to start listening to us a little bit more. So hey, how do you cool them off? United States Championship run. I know Melo's got it right now, but Trick and Melo's a money feud.
Sure is.
If Dom's so over right now, he doesn't need the IC title. It helps, but he don't need it, and he could run with Liv until Mania. Somehow get it off of him. Put Oba in that mix for a little bit. Like, why not?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. What do I know? You know what I'm saying? They'll be like, but that's what that shit's for.
Yep, I agree. I fully agree.
Like I just said, nobody's defending any titles in this scenario, and how if we're only worried about WrestleMania, we have to we got to fill the time in between. So build those matches up or something.
I agree.
But give me Trick. Trick is killing it.
Oh,
it's because he's young. And Javon, like I said, Javon needs to be a little bit more than just a guy that's bouncy. For me to really lock in on him, but it's there.
Oh yeah.
So you got these three guys that you're like, we could see the future, the writings on the wall. The fans are already behind him, and they've only been in the main roster for a few months now altogether. Like, don't let it slip away because we have to keep doing the same stuff at the top. Like, figure out a way to interject them into that too, where they still come off looking good. I don't know. It's probably easier said than done. But there's a log jam up there. Cody, Drew, Sammy, Seth. When he comes back, you got Punk, you got Balor now, you got Roman Reigns, you got Brock Lesnar whenever they decide to pull the trigger on him again. Jey Uso still. Jimmy wants Jay to go back into. It's like Gunther. Like, it's a good problem to have, but you got to still figure out a way to navigate it. I feel like the WWE should. They should know what they're doing, and they should have some long-term ideas for some of these guys because they know we can't heat them all up at once.
Correct. And ticket sales for Mania are low. I guess there was a couple emergency meetings.
Yeah,
maybe if you weren't charging $9,000 to go, maybe people, maybe if the tickets were affordable to everyday wrestling fans, they might make a trip out of it to go to WrestleMania. But you've been pricing out regular fans for a year and a half now, and it took a little bit, But maybe now it's starting to kick you in your ass a little bit because you're beating a bunch of greedy fucks.
Well, not only that, too, they're running back Vegas. So the people that were all excited last year, the local people, which definitely helps sales. Because listen, if you threw a WrestleMania in my neck of the woods, I'd be there.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I'd be more inclined to be like, oh, once in a lifetime. But the people of Vegas go, we saw this last year.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying
it's expensive to travel to Vegas, not even including the tickets. Like it is expensive.
Yeah.
The flights are expensive. The hotels are expensive. If you want to stay anywhere down there near where all the other stuff is happening, it is not cheap. And 2 years in a row, and especially with the way the world is even worse now than it was. Like it's just a lot. It's just a lot.
If Vegas, when WrestleMania comes to Indianapolis, hopefully I'm fortunate enough to be able to just go as a member of the media.
Of course, that would be fun.
But if not, I could justifiably go, oh, this is like a once in a lifetime experience purchase where I go, I'll splurge and do it to say that I did it. But if you're, like I said, if I'm like, oh, I know Vegas, I know Indianapolis is getting the next 3, maybe I save up for the next one, or maybe, it doesn't hit the same. You gotta, I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. Right now, though, like, what do we got? We got Roman and Punk is locked in. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, it's too early. We still have...
It is too early, so I don't worry about the low sales now because it'll ramp up once some matches get booked.
Yeah.
Are they having emergency meetings and probably trying to throw some... I'm sure that they are. I'm sure that they want it to sell out. But people will buy tickets based on what you've booked for wrestling. That's just like... You can't just live on it's WrestleMania, so people are going to buy. You still got to book a good show.
Yeah.
So you got to give me some more. And I think if you get into March, the end of March and April, and it's not set, it's still soft, then I would worry. But right now, like, you got to worry about Chamber.
Yeah.
That's why this Chamber needs.
Also, if you run into that situation, you can reach out to Blue Chew. I'm sure they could help you with that type of stuff as well.
If you're soft in March,
if you're soft in March, still, I mean, God.
Listen, Blue Chew, we'll happily,
we'll happily take a spot.
If
you're soft,
if you're soft heading into Valentine's Day,
you could have low T depending on how your age as well. Give Frank Thomas a call. Get some Nugenics in you, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
They gave the Nugenics. Yeah, Frank Thomas loves that shit.
Yeah. I mean, they pay him $1 billion to do those ads.
So, I bet they don't even pay him $1 billion. I bet Frankie does it for.
He's like, I love your product, man. It keeps me going.
He's like, I'm just happy. I'm just happy somebody called me for a sponsorship deal.
Well, he's on Fox, isn't he? Doesn't he do the pregame show?
Listen. Of all of the Chicago White Sox of all time, I don't hate Frank Thomas as much.
No, he was great.
As much as the rest of them.
Kyle,
we do got our man. What's up, Kyle? How's it going, bud? That must mean that the OTM podcast is over and we're still going strong. So thanks for joining us, dude. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe. Tell Spencer to help us keep the lights on there.
Yeah.
But old Frank Thomas.
The big hurt.
Listen, because when he was in his prime, I was a baseball lover.
Oh yeah, he was unbelievable.
So he was one of those. It was like Sosa, Frank Thomas, Ken Griffey. It was that era of just like larger than life figures. Unfortunately,
Frank was clean.
Was he? I don't know. Listen, I don't know at this point.
It never came out that he wasn't. He was also like 6'10" and a massive individual. So.
But they also snubbed his ass.
He won the MVP though.
He's not exactly overly excited about. The White Sox put out a Black History Month February 1st vignette of all of the important...
did they not put him in there?
And they did not put him in at all. And he was like, and even and
he's easily one of the most famous people in the history of the franchise.
Right. And he was like, wow, not even a mention for one of your most prominent, like your short list prominent superstars of your franchise's history. Wow.
Like he's probably still the best player to ever play for in my lifetime.
When you say Chicago White Sox greats, he's the first one that people say.
I think so. At least
name another
our age.
Name another that you can't. It's Frank Thomas is 1 or 1A.
Yeah.
Who? Robin Ventura, who got his ass kicked by Nolan Ryan. By the way, did you see that shit? The Texas Rangers in July or August are giving away they're giving away Nolan Ryan bloody replica jerseys from the time he kicked Robin Ventura's ass.
Hell yeah.
I'm like, God damn it. Is that
Robin Ventura was like some young like hot shot, and Nolan Ryan's this old man. He's like, you fucking come at me, kid. I'm gonna murder you.
Back when baseball players were
Unbelievable. Good stuff. Nolan Ryan. He was like 50 or 40. He was like 40 years old, beating the crap out of a 25-year-old. What a time.
Oh, yeah.
What a time.
Oh, I'm so excited that baseball.
Oh yeah, Ozzie Guillen, but he wasn't he was a
But
good
I'm
player,
talking like, so you talk about, and the White Sox don't
Harold Baines, man.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like, impact superstar guy it's Frank Thomas.
Yeah, it was him.
You miss me with that Shoeless Joe Jackson bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody's like, man, Shoeless Joe though. Like, sure, but we're talking like,
no, Frank Thomas is the guy.
It was like in that era. It was Frank Thomas. Like, I'm not kidding. Ken Griffey and Frank Thomas, right?
They were the two best guys. They each had video games. They each had video games.
I hated it because I was I'm a Cubs fan. So Sammy was my guy, and I always have a soft spot for Ken Griffey Jr. because he was one of my favorite players, just not on my team. But yeah, like, you can't deny it. And then they're just like, we're not going to mention you. It's like, well, thank you. You guys, that's one of the worst. Especially coming from a franchise that right now sucks. You want all the people on your side you can get. Like, I'm not even being a hater. The Sox are trash.
Yeah.
They'd be trash if they won 162 games, in my opinion, but they don't win. They barely scratch 70 wins, and that's a good season for them. But anyway.
All right.
We could talk about the baseball because we could talk about
baseball season, babe. Yesterday on stream, I won the World Series with the Cleveland Guardians.
Yesterday, I loved sitting on TikTok and watching all the people shit on the St. Louis Cardinals too. Awesome.
Well, speaking of, our buddy Kyle is the Cardinals guy.
Yeah, listen, that's the one thing about Kyle that I'm like, I overlook it because all of his other qualities are so impeccable that I look past his Cardinalsism.
He was like, "Can you do?"
He's lucky I even do shit for his website.
He's like, "Can you do?" He's like, "Can you do a Cardinals rebuild franchise on the show?" And I was like, "I think Pluggo would disown me."
I mean, you could do it. I just won't watch. I just won't support that section of your.
I'll tell you what. As a Red Sox fan, I certainly like playing those Cardinals in World Series. But anyway, so
we love you, Kyle.
Yeah, of course. No, but that's gonna do it. We ran a little over tonight. We want to thank Auntie Collins for crashing the party at the beginning of the show for a little bit. We want to thank everybody in the chat. This was a fun one this evening.
Auntie Collins, she's pro medical peen.
She is pro medical peen, Auntie Collins. But we are going to get up on out of here. Enjoy Grand Slam this weekend. Enjoy your Valentine's Day festivities to all the people with significant others that are having some romance coming their way Saturday.
September is going to be it'd be more like October. It's going to be wild.
2 + 9 is 11.
So,
that would be November. Lou's coming in.
2 + 9,
I know what you're saying.
October.
But 2 + 9 is 11.
11, yeah. October to end, early. Listen, Owen was 6 weeks early, so I don't know what 9 months.
6 weeks early.
He was 6 weeks early. That crazy son of a bitch.
Damn.
I love him, but he was early.
All right,
Lucy, it was a wild day. That's a story. That's a story for another show. But that day was absolutely insane.
I don't doubt it. Pluggo, do the dang thing, brother. Let the people know where they can find you and us.
You can find me at Pluggo. You search Pluggo. I'm all over the place there. On all the social medias, it's Pluggo. You'll see me there. At B2Beards on all social media as well. Stay up to date on you because there's some things coming up. March Madness. We talk baseball. We might have some pools happening. You want to go to at B2Beards on all social medias. Stay up to date with what guests we got coming on, what we got happening. And then Saturday, I will be here on Valentine's Day with Blair Pacheco for Exposure. We're going to knock out for Exposure before we go do our Valentine's Day. We're going to be talking the reaction to Jersey J Cup. There's a bunch of stuff coming up. We're going to talk about the Beak because we do talk about Varsity Blues quite a bit. So you'll go to @4exposure_pod there. And all of my writings are up on Love Wrestling CA right now. And my official Grand Slam picks, which I gave you here, but I'll put them up on the Main Event Wrestling Net as well. That'll be tomorrow, probably.
Heck yeah.
I'll make my overly confident picks for them on Saturday. And then I'll be doing the Dusty Finish on Sunday. I got talked into that. So
there we go.
I'll be on the Main Event Wrestling Net on Sunday. Dusty Finish, Sunday night, 7:30.
There we are. You can find me, JPJ Loves Gaming, on all social media platforms. You know where you can find me here on Love Wrestling every Thursday night at 8 p.m. right here with Pluggo, the flagship show here. You can find me Wednesday nights after AEW Dynamite over on bodyslam.net with Jose Gonzalez, Jose on the air, doing Dynamite Up, the Dynamite Post show over there. You can find me every Sunday afternoon at noon Eastern over on Fightful Overbooked with Auntie Collins, who joined us earlier in the show for Coast to Coast. Like Pluggo joined me this past Monday, but every Monday on my own Twitch, we do a Raw watch-along, so come hang out there. And with the Main Event Net, Pluggo's joining them on Sunday for the Mixer. I will be there Saturday, early afternoon on Saturday, for the quick little Grand Slam preview before my Valentine's Day festivities Saturday evening. So that's where you can find me this weekend. Like we said, everybody have a great weekend. Enjoy the wrestling. Enjoy the V-Day, the romance, the love.
And our Forever Valentine.
And our Forever, yes. But now you know the drill. Yeah. You can say bye to our Forever Valentine, the lovely Sue. And until then, we'll see you next week. Peace out.
Hey there, Plugo and JPJ. It's Trent's mom, Sue, and I have a bone to pick with you. So, I understand that you guys are being real idiots and spending your entire monthly budget. You've got to be kidding me. This is not the way to be when you're trying to run a business. Your boss, Spencer, is really pissed off at you. I'm pissed off at you. You have some nerve. Get a grip. You have to control yourself. You can't just go out and spend all the money that you're making, you two beards guys. Oh no, this is coming out so stupid. Anyway, behave yourselves or I'm going to cut you off from watching AEW. You're no longer going to get to know, be able to meet my son. What? Or me. I'm sorry, this is like, I don't know. Anyway, thanks so much for being fans. Watch yourselves. Knock it off.